Hello everyone. Hey Boldness, hey just playing Jason, hey Eldrasaur. Don't worry, just play Jason, it's okay. I hope you're having fun at Colossal Con. I hope you're enjoying the Kalahari resort and water park, I think it's called fully. I hope you're able to actually get a hotel room in the Kalahari. That's always hard at Colossal Con, I know. Alright, let's move over to the gameplay here. Oh wow, that was weird. I don't know why I did that twice. It broke. Whoops. Also, I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get something to play the FNAF vids. Oh my god, we gotta watch the FNAF vids. I'm gonna put them on while we're playing. Would you guys rather have me do what video? There's the Wendigoon video. Hey, God King Pool, how are you? Tiny man! Damn, I guess I am a little tiny. I'm just a little guy, damn. Check the general chat in your server. Okay, give me 1 second, let me grab it. Game Theory all videos. There is a Game Theory, the FNAF Ultimate Timeline combined. Hold on, let me go to my server. Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess I'm cooked. It really is just every Game Theory video in order. This isn't even lore videos. This is just MatPat being a crazy person, isn't it? Yeah, I'm doing well. I was busy and I didn't make dinner, so stream started late because of that. If it's good, I said I have two genetics with me being large enough to read. No, you're good. You're good. I thought you meant me. Listen, I took it as me being on the screen. I'm tiny on your screen. That's how I took it. I'm just in your phone. I'm as big as your phone is, or maybe your laptop, whichever one I'm on. Yeah. Listen, I'm a digital lich. I live in here. Your phone? Yeah. See, I am tiny. I'm a little guy. I'm in your phone. I'm as tall as whatever you put me on. That's the lore. That's the canon. If you put me on a jumbotron, you better be careful. I'll be up to no good as a big man. That's the place I told you about. It's missing the most recent video. I mean, you said Game Theory FNAF, so I delivered. That's true. That's true. You did, Eldrasaur. All right, let me shift it then so we can see that. Here I'll add like a window. If you put the phone in the jar, I guess I am. Huh. Hold on. I'm just fixing up the tab for Chrome. Where is my Chrome tab? I'm actually trying to find where I had my Chrome tab. Okay, that's for the shiny hunt. That's for the DS. 3DS. Chrome window. Here we go. Okay, this'll work. Wow. Let me shrink that down. Make it really tiny. We'll make it really teeny tiny. Here we go. Play it all. does remind me of something that my friends think is hilarious, is that I told 2 doctorates in work, beside the corner of a morgue. My 2 doctorates are in mortuary sciences and virology. Every time we see a zombie virus in a movie, they ask me, did I make it? Did you? It's fine if you did, but you gotta tell us if you did. Oh, I'm trying to put it, because I have to put it on both the I have to put it on this stream and I have to put it on the YouTube Shorts one. So 1 second. That's good enough. That's good enough. Just excited, if you have a proper lore compilation video, instead go for it, but I'm not saying the lore is still ongoing. Yeah, I mean, there was this or the Wendigoon one. Those are like the 2 big things. Genuine question, is streaming on YouTube or streaming on Twitch better? And as in, which one pays better? That's a more complicated question than you'd think. It depends on your audience. It depends on where you have an audience from. Me personally, I have an audience that's mainly on Twitch. So when it comes to me streaming on YouTube, like, no one shows up. That YouTube channel, super dead. But I do it anyway. I do it anyway because, you know, why not? Why not just it's good for VODs too. I can keep VODs up there. Also, speaking of, let me change my display real quick. It's a little fucked up right now. Oh, things got all fucked. Haha. Whoops. Don't worry about that. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You guys didn't notice anything, right? Oh, it's doing it. Oh, it's having a fun time right now. My laptop. It's cutting out a lot of shit. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with things. I'm gonna stop messing with it. It's fine. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's all fine. It's fine. I don't know why I mess with shit. Okay. So I no longer need to mess with the display. Sorry about this, everyone. Technical difficulties here. Anyway, Matthew Patthew has something to say to us.
Matt Pat Plays. Today we are playing the scariest game of all creation.
Wow.
Probably never heard of it. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's. Here we go. This?
What if Freddy Fazbear went up to you and he went, ah!
Was that a bunny?
Would you scream?
Was that a bunny?
Sorry, I don't respect this video.
I am so scared right now.
Okay, Sister Kane to stay a couple of nights, and all of the teenage boys on the street are smitten with her.
It's only the fan.
Sisters, 320 pounds. Look up Amazon.
I've never played a game this intense.
She's like, oh,
shut the door.
Hi, hello. Welcome. It's nice to see that you're sharing. I would say let's put Sly in a bodysuit and call it Glitch Trap, but apparently Glitch Trap is already a canon thing. Yes, just not spelled with a T.
Just the fan. Just the fan.
So I'm shitting myself right now. I'm so
I'm
gonna fucking shit. I'm so spooked by Matt Pat playing.
What? That's it? That's it.
Is that all he does? Is he just playing FNAF for the first video? Oh, also, Gooberry evolved. I didn't mention that. Wait, is it not updating?
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. Hold on. The display isn't updating.
There's the bunny rabbit. Shut the door.
What the fuck? Hold on. I'm reconnecting it.
This is truly compelling gameplay.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, guys. I'm almost out of power. 11%.
I'm
It's
gonna
5
relaunch
a.m.
it.
I don't know
Let's
if I'm gonna
see.
make it.
There it is.
Please
Okay.
don't get me Freddy. Please don't
He's
get me
gonna try to
Freddy.
steal my pudding. You can see my phone. I lost it.
That's what it takes to get you.
Fuck! That's what that snake was for? Rip. Rip and pip. I'm so sorry. This is so loud! This is so fucking loud.
Hello, Internet.
Welcome to Game Theory.
Where Fear is our middle name. Matthew Fear Patrick. It's a very strange name.
Matthew
Okay,
Fear
I'll admit it, I
Patthew.
didn't give Five Nights at
Fine,
Freddy's
which
enough
isn't
credit when it
a
first
banana
came
cream
out.
pudding,
Jump
which she is
scares
mildly
from
allergic to,
creatures
unlike
that,
me, so she's going to
aren't
give
that
herself
scary.
diarrhea.
People
That's
overreacting
fucking
to it on
diabolical.
YouTube.
You're doing that.
Meh.
Though I
Pass.
love
Then
that.
asked
I
you
love
about it.
that
You
so
showed
much.
Overwhelming support for an episode on the game on Twitter, so I began to dig a little deeper. And what I found was some of the most interesting storytelling, most intriguing mysteries, and most disturbing events I'd read about in a long time.
I cannot
Now, if
believe
you were just to play the game
that
straight through 5
famed
days, the story would
Christian
actually come across as
developer
pretty superficial. You're the new
of
night guard watching the security
fuck, I
cameras
don't
at
even
a Chuck E.
remember
Cheese-style
what the
restaurant
fuck
called Freddy
he did
Fazbear's
before.
Pizza. 4 animatronics roam the halls at night because the owners don't want their servos to lock up. Bad news is,
we were
let
watching
them
it
near
today.
you, or
Yeah,
else
we're
they'll
watching it
kill
today.
you on the
I'm
spot
watching it.
because
You
you'll
guys
look like a
paid
naked
for it. You guys paid for a
endoskeleton.
couple of them. I
Ouch,
might as
show them
well.
those circuits. Apparently, one of them bit someone back in
Word of the
87,
Brits
presumably
report.
1987. And the past guard leaves you recorded phone messages to act as your
ADHD
tutorial.
streaming.
that
This is a lot.
as
This
much
is
as he
this
could
too much.
record before he got himself killed. And that's it.
Brown
Stay
food
5
coloring is a
nights, collect your
powerful
paycheck,
trickery
done,
tool.
Game over, play something new. But
It sure
playing
is.
It that way is doing the game a huge
It's not
disservice,
chocolate. If
because
it's
that's not even
it doesn't have to be
scratching the
chocolate just because it's
surface. If you're
brown.
really observant, you start to unravel the layers of unsolved mysteries around this place. You find that there's a fifth.
Yeah, if
animatronic,
it's
that
too much
posters
and we have to
the
focus on
wall
one thing, just let me
change
know.
Randomly, that news clippings appear and disappear, telling the dark secrets of this twisted place. Putting it all together, here's the rest of the story. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, once a popular restaurant, fell into
I love
hard
it. It's
times
just a
when
Chuck E.
5
Cheese.
children went missing there after being lured to a back room by a man dressed
The
in a
back room's
character
room?
costume.
Yeah.
Though a suspect
He's-
was caught and
he's like,
convicted,
"Hold on
the bodies
now."
of the children were never recovered. The pizzeria was also threatened with shutdown due to sanitation complaints, as foul odors started to
Yeah,
come from
the children were like,
animatronics,
"Wait a
blood,
minute.
mucus oozing
I
from their
found
eyes
a
and
dead
mouths."
child
The last
in
article,
my
written years
burger.
after the incident, states that the pizzeria would finally be closed by year-end. In addition to the core 4 robots, Chica,
16
Bonnie, Freddy,
children?
and Foxy, there's also a fifth,
15 younger
unofficially
siblings
referred to
are,
as
including my
Golden
twin
Freddy.
sister,
Ignoring the
who's
rules
5
of
minutes younger.
physics, Golden Freddy
I mean, if we're
appears and
talking in the
disappears
flesh
at will,
realm,
can
if we're talking
inexplicably
in the
travel through
flesh
doors,
realm,
wherever,
I do have
causing
a
strange
sibling, a
hallucinations.
younger
And when
one.
he attacks you, you're not taken to the typical game
In the world
over
of flesh,
screen.
but I
Your
abandoned
game
that long
crashes.
ago.
So that's unsettling. And there's also strange messages appearing on the walls, repeating the words, "It's me." According to the game's creator, the place is indeed haunted by what we can only assume to be the spirits
Your parents
of the
must be
5
into
lost
ranked
children. So that's the gist of it.
ranked
Murder,
childbearing.
missing children, foul odors, killer robots, and pizza. But that story leaves a lot of lingering questions. Who is your character?
That's
How's
a
he
lot
fit
of
in?
kids to
Why does he
raise.
stay
I
for
wouldn't
5
be able to
nights when
afford
he's
that.
very clearly confronting the possibility of death. What more can we know
I'm
about
surrounded by
this
rocks, my
terrifying
spirit
Golden
will
Freddy? And most importantly, what
Shut it up,
is
you're going to the
complete
flesh
story
realm.
behind Five Nights at Freddy's? They're all good questions.
I don't know,
about
flesh
a
realm sounds
delightfully
kinda
incomplete and
hot.
mysterious story
That's
with
not a
just enough
threat.
threads to keep you theorizing. So now, if you'll indulge me, let me
I'm going
reciprocate
into
that
the realm
story
of
with one of my
flesh.
own. I think you'll find it interesting. December.
You know what, man? Now,
1993,
you know what? I
Aurora,
missed the flesh
10
world.
PM
The flesh
Tuesday
realm.
night at a local Chuck E. Cheese. After a family birthday party runs long, manager Margaret Kohlberg and teenage employees
Waiter, there's
Sylvia
Pokemon in
Crowell,
my
Ben Grant,
FNAF
Colleen
Lore
O'Connor,
reaction.
and Bobby Stevens are forced to stay late to close up shop.
You see,
But as
Gooberry?
Margaret tallies
Gooberry's
receipts in the back,
actually one
Bobby
of the
scrubs down
children that was
kitchen,
in
and
the
other
FNAF
3 work outside in the
animatronics.
main arcade. Unknown to any of the 5, there's actually a 6th person locked in the building with them, waiting silently.
I do know a
in the
little
darkened
bit about
restaurants.
this.
A 19-year-old named Nathan Dunlap. Earlier that year, Nathan had begun working there as a
Envelope
cook,
scissors.
dough
My father's
master,
10
before
filters
getting
and
fired in
little
July
scissors and
after a
all that.
disagreement over his hours.
Okay.
Now, 5 months later, he was back. At 10:05, he left the bathroom, pulled out a small caliber handgun, and proceeded to
that's a
execute
cheaper by the
everyone
dozen
in the
moment.
building. First Sylvia, then Ben, then Colleen. Dunlap then moved to the kitchen.
Wait, the
He
children have
surprised Bobby
names?
Stevens. The bullet entered Bobby's jaw, sending him sprawling onto the ground. Then finally, Nathan moved to the back, the office, where Margaret opened the
Is
safe
this
before
before
Nathan
they
shot
knew
her
about
twice,
Purple
proceeded
Guy?
to grab her bag, filling it with $1,600 in cash, arcade tokens, and keychains. Spurred on by the building security footage, police were at his home a few hours later, where he was promptly arrested. Eventually, he was tried and sentenced to death, but his story re-entered the news just recently as his punishment is.
I do admit, I did cheat a little bit.
Whether he's able to sleep soundly.
Confession
knowing
I
that
prefer
his
Wendigo's take on that.
execution
Should we
was
watch
delayed.
that? Is it more
This
interesting?
is a tragic story, a disgusting waste of human life, and one that
disgusting
I won't joke
story.
about or make fun of in any way. But I want to address it because I have a strong suspicion that this story is the one that inspired Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's look at the facts. First, I don't think that there's any doubt that Freddy's is a parody of Chuck E. Cheese. From the singing animatronics to the alliterative naming of the characters, the parallels are just obvious. So the setting is certainly the same. Next, what year does Five Nights take place? The time is certainly kept vague, but there are
That sounds
clues
like
that
it
we
was
can
a
put
fun
together.
time.
For one, the Chuck E. Cheese franchise had a tremendous period of growth and success in the late 80s and early 90s, but started to decline along the same time as arcades, with at-home video game consoles taking center stage. So that's one clue, but we can get even more detailed, specifically with your character's paycheck. Each night you're working a 6-hour shift, and you're spending 5 nights there.
I thought
So
the
that's
books were
30
considered
hours of total
non-canon.
work
Someone
time
told
for
me that.
$120. In total, $4 an hour. How can they do that? That's below minimum wage for 2014. But in 1990, minimum wage was $3.80. In 1991, it was raised to $4.25. And by 1996, you were looking at about $5 an hour. So the game seems to take place between 1991 and 1996. The Nathan Dunlap story took place in 1993. But let's move on to the most important comparison, the victims. In the game, there were 5 child victims. In the real-life story, there were also 5 victims.
It's amazing to
But
think
we can
that
get even
Matthew
more specific.
Patthew has had
Online
sex,
theories
isn't
about the
it?
game always tend to draw a
If he can
parallel
do it,
between
anyone
the number of
can.
kids missing to the number of animatronics, saying that the children's bodies were stuffed in the various suits.
This
And
video's making
appears
me
to be
vomit.
true.
Keep
Bobby
it
and
on,
Chico
though.
both have moans and raspy
The books
breath
are
sound
whatever
effects, as though
fridge is
someone's trying
semi-canon
to
with things
cling
that
to
happen in
last
the books
threads
happen
of their
in normal
lives
time, but
stuffed
might not.
inside the
Oh,
costumes. And other
I see.
sounds
It's
made
an
by the
alternate
animatronics are
timeline
just
of a
slowed-down
possibility
versions
of a
children's
mayhaps.
laughs and screams. Additionally, as the news clipping mentions, the suits ooze blood and mucus and begin to stink like decaying bodies or reanimated corpses. So 5 victims, 5 suits. Seems like a slam dunk, but nowhere does it say that all 5 were murdered, only that they went missing and couldn't be found. Also, the trouble a lot of people have with this theory is Golden Freddy. Why is that guy so limp and lifeless? So
It's
unlike
because
others.
the 6th
It's
child
weird.
was in
Until
a
you go back to the
wheelchair.
real-life story. Yes, there were 5 people shot that night in Chuck E.
If that's what he
Cheese, which
said, I'd
matches the 5
scream.
victims in Freddy's story. But of those, one survived. Bobby, the one from the kitchen, miraculously survived the shot to his jaw. After he was knocked to the floor by the bullet, he went limp, played dead, to avoid the killer coming back to finish the job. And that relates exactly to the advice you're given on night 3 by the phone guy.
Try playing dead. You know, go limp.
Again, let me reiterate that
Try
I'm
to
not
play
trying to
dead.
make light of the real-life events by comparing them to bear costumes and animatronics, but I do want to point out that these similarities do exist. And what else is limp and appears to be a lifeless, empty suit in the game? Golden Freddy. Surviving the attack, Bobby was able to go to trial and be a damning piece of evidence in the case against Nathan Dunlap, ultimately leading to his death sentence. Which animatronic surprises
that's
you
the
by
real reason he
appearing
visited the
randomly?
Pope.
One you don't expect and has no clear pattern? Golden Freddy.
Yeah, the Pope
It's
actually
also worth mentioning
went
that
up
all the cameras in
to the
restaurant,
big
one
G in the
is
sky
always
and
black,
gave him
preventing
his
you from
copy of
seeing what's going
Undertale.
on. That camera is located in the
Two spirits
kitchen,
possessing
leading
the
many
same
to assume it's
animatronic
where
happen,
Golden
which might
Freddy
result in the animatronic having
hides,
two
which
different
just so
colored
happens to be the
eyes.
place Bobby was able
Ah.
to survive the attack. So I ask, odd coincidence?
Not,
Source of
it's not
inspiration?
just because
In fact, if you think about
heterochromia
it,
is
the
really
behavior of the
cool.
animatronics really corresponds with the features of each of the real-life story's victims. We just covered Golden Freddy. Freddy and Bobby, but the rest have strange parallels too. Bonnie goes into the utility closet filled with floor cleaning
I think of
supplies.
FNAF
The most
Freddy's. I
prominent
do
ones being
remember
a
the
mop
time
and a
when I was a
broom.
teenager
It's
and I
probably
beat the
one of
daylights
the
out of a
most
senior who was
random
creeping
rooms
on
in the
freshmen
game.
with
Until you
dresses
consider
up.
that Ben, the second
That's a lot
victim,
to
was
unpack.
vacuuming at the time of the attack. Foxy is kept sequestered in the back of the building, behind a curtain, more aggressive than all the rest.
Ooh, iron
Similar to the way
defense.
Margaret, the manager, was in the back office counting receipts.
We don't
at
need
the time
Metal
of the
Claw.
murder, and her
We
role
have
as
Gyro
manager
Ball.
would inherently make her
Homophobia
more
in the
aggressive
eyes.
or
I saw
assertive.
it.
Sylvia was closest to the bathroom and was cleaning up the salad bar at the time.
I saw
of
the
attack.
homophobia
Chica
in his
walks
eyes.
past the bathroom and is associated with food. And Freddy, well, he doesn't have that strong of a parallel with Colleen, but he does appear in the girls' restroom. Odd for what we would
I was on
assume
the
to
lobster
be a male
master costume.
animatronic.
Oh,
Maybe
I
it's a
see, I
reference to
see.
Colleen being
I
a
was
girl,
like,
or a
I was
nod to
like
Nathan's
hitting
plan of
on
hiding in the
someone with
bathroom
a
until he was ready to
lobster
attack.
mascot
All right,
costume was a
after doing all
bold
the research,
move.
reading every fan theory in existence and putting all the clues together, what can this mean for the story of the game? I think the game is an allegory for that night.
Yeah,
back
I'm
in
pretty sure there's a song
1993.
about
Here's
that.
my final interpretation.
It goes, "Cock
You,
block lobster!"
Mike Schmidt, are the murderer. Former
Cock block
employee of
lobster!
Freddy's
Sorry.
Pizzeria. Like Nathan in the real story, you were fired for the reasons stated in the Day 7 pink slip: tampering with the animatronics, being unprofessional, odor. Maybe it was your tampering with the robots that caused the infamous bite of 87. Regardless, like Nathan, you were mad and wanted to get even. So you lured children to the back using a costume, killed them, stuffed their bodies into the animatronic suits, hoping to get the place shut down, then left. Notice that the newspaper clippings never say it's an employee of the company
your
luring
lobster
the
to
children
rescue.
away.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
we
you
know
did
it must
a
have
good
been
thing.
someone with access
It was
and
usually
knowledge of
frowned
the
upon
employees-only
if any
section of the
senior
building.
did that
and as the
shit.
newspaper clippings clearly show, just like Nathan, you were caught almost immediately, captured on the security footage. You were arrested, tried, and convicted, forced now
Why
to
is
live on death row.
Matt
The Freddy's
Pat
Pizzeria
talking
you
to
work in
me
now
as
are
if
just
I
the
did the
nightmares
crime?
that haunt you, taunting you every night with the phrase, "It's me, it's me." It is you. You are the killer. The nightmare is also why everything is so surreal. Posters switching at random, heads on the animatronics glitching, Golden Freddy appearing and disappearing at will, taunting you as the one that got away. It's also why you're only at the pizzeria from midnight to 6 a.m. every night. It's a
My grandma's
nightmare.
work.
It's in your sleep.
Yeah,
It's a
I
place
get
you created, a restaurant long closed as
This-
evidenced by the spider webs, and overrun with angry
Okay, he's
spirits
just saying
out for
shit now.
revenge
He's
on
just
you, and you
Matt Pat is
alone
just
as the one who
saying
took their
whatever
lives,
he
as evidenced by
wants.
them completely ignoring the naked endoskeleton elsewhere in the building. It's also a place you can't escape from. Why you find yourself back there night after night, even after you complete your 5 nights. See you back next week, the ending text goes. You're unable to leave this terror, the threat of death, the guilt, because it never ends.
It
And in a
drives you
delightfully
insane.
ironic twist, your personal hell forces you to supervise the exact same security footage that led to your capture in the first place. But hey, that's
just a theory. A game theory.
Sweet dreams.
This man bought a house by doing this shit. Probably multiple houses.
You know what October reminds me of? Traveling from door to door in order to get free snacks on Halloween. But get this, with Nature Box, every month
he's
is
doing
like
it.
your
He's
own
doing an
personal
ad. He's doing a
reverse
bit.
Halloween, where you don't have to do anything and
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Oh, hello, and welcome to the new and improved Five Nights
Welcome
at
to
Freddy's video.
Freddy Fazbear's
I'm here to answer any
Pizzeria.
questions the game may have left unanswered. The game's developer, he's a pretty tricky guy. Don't worry, though. We'll get everything cleared up. Oh, and, watch out for...
Oh yeah, isn't all the stuff about the FNAF creator? God, I forgot his name already. Isn't he like a super right-wing guy? Sly was the man. Yeah, it was me all along. You fool.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory.
Yeah,
show that
I did the
promises not
bite.
to
I did
include
the
any more
big bite
gratuitous
of
jump scares,
87.
Unless that's just what I want you to think, so I can lull you
Oh
into
my
a
God,
false
he
sense
did
of
the
security
troll
and
face,
scare you
ugh.
again. But I wouldn't do that. I'll
I
just let the
wouldn't do
uncertainty of
that,
whether
the
a jump
stupid
scare is going
fucking
to happen
face
or
on
not drive you
screen.
insane for the rest of this episode. Man, I love reverse psychology. You know what else I love? These games! Not because I'm freaked out by the rosy-cheeked, tingle-looking,
It's not because
emotionally
I'm
dead
scared or
animatronics. Okay,
anything.
well, Balloon Kid is pretty messed up. But
Cawthorn, Scott Cawthorn, you're right. Is right. Yeah, that makes sense.
That went into every
He did do a
element
bunch
of
of
the
like
story.
religious
When you create a game that has
videos.
people rage debating about whether it's a sequel or a prequel, you've definitely done something right. Unless that was
Like,
never your
that kinda
intent, in which case
tracks,
you've done
unfortunately.
something horribly, horribly wrong. Anyway, the point is, Five Nights at Freddy's 2
Because every time you see someone that's like, we gotta use video games and technology to connect to the kids, and it's always really, really bad.
Will provide you with the jump scares. I provide you with what everyone really wants: answers. Well, maybe not everyone. What an elite, educated subset of you really want: answers. So grab yourselves a slice of Freddy Fazbear's signature.
I mean, do you remember
pizza,
that
'cause we're about
that
to
rapping
dig
for
in.
Jesus video?
Tastes
Remember how
like
bad that is?
Cardboard. Let's get the big one out of the way first. Is the game a sequel or a prequel sequel? And what I mean by that is, contrary to popular belief, just because it has a big 2 slapped next to the name doesn't automatically mean the game
Matt,
comes
Pat, you
after
don't
the
have
first
to
one
explain
in a
this.
timeline
You
sense.
don't have to
It's a
explain this
sequel,
concept.
yes, but it tells a prequel story. Take, for
This
instance,
time
these
when I had to
all-time
carry
classics,
3
Psycho
drunk
4,
college
the
girls across
beginning,
campus
Lion
with
King
one of the
1.5,
versus
and the
dressed
actual
like
all-time
Bowser
classic
because they-
Godfather Part 2. All of them
Okay, but dressing
sequels
as
that
Bowser is
just so
kind of a
happen
move,
to
though. They'll
also
remember that
be prequels.
that
It's
night for
not
the rest of their
mutually exclusive.
lives.
So where's Five Nights at Freddy's 2 fit in? Knowing its place in the timeline is crucial for understanding its story. Well, to figure that out, let's focus on the paycheck you receive at the end of your 5th night. The date places the events of the game in 1987, a whole 6 years ahead of when we determined the first game took place in our first video. Sounds like a prequel, but we found that date in the first game by calculating Mike Schmidt's hourly pay and comparing that to the minimum wage of the 90s. If Scott Cawthon, the game's developer, is just picking random numbers for the payments, this bit of evidence would be meaningless. Except that he's not. At the end of Five Nights 2, you get
I had
paid
Black Rap for Jesus on my mind, but you really just...
$100.50.
Rap for
Divide that by
Jesus is the
30 hours
craziest
worked, you
video.
get $3.35 an hour. The
It's
exact
insane to
minimum
watch
wage
that.
For 1987, which means that us using minimum wage calculations to identify the year of Five Nights 1 is a perfectly valid way to prove it, and shows that it takes place after the events of Five Nights 2. Still don't believe me? Players brave enough to survive the extra night 6 are rewarded with a bonus check and a newspaper clipping that says the toy robots are getting scrapped, and that the old ones are going into storage for a new, smaller scale version of the restaurant. That would explain why the old models reappear in Five Nights 1 and the toy models don't. And notice how it mentions a smaller version of the restaurant. The building in Five Nights 1 is significantly smaller than the setting of Five Nights 2.
It's
Need
almost
more
like it's a
evidence? What about the
game
fact
that
on
was
the first night
limited
of the
because
office,
you
the
didn't
phone
know
guy
it was going to be
explains that the robots
successful.
used to walk around during the day just like they do in Five Nights 2,
Because one of them was dressed as
but not
Princess Peach.
anymore.
It was
Or the fact
the
that
one
phone guy
that ride on the
dies in
shell
first
that I was
game,
wearing because
making
of
it
spikes. The
hard for
shell
him to
dispensed
also
water.
be the phone guy
They
in
just
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 if it takes
that
place
rules.
after. Call me the Phantom Menace, cause every way to Sunday, this game is a prequel. So with that revelation out of the way, we're able to piece together the rest of the timeline and dig a little bit deeper.
Just remember Gravity
Posters
Falls predicted
everywhere in
this.
Five Nights 2
Of
welcome
of
you to this
Five Nights
new
at Freddy's.
location, implying that there was another
Are you talking about
Freddy
the one with,
Fazbear's Pizza somewhere
Seuss?
before this one. Additionally, the phone guy makes reference to it on night 1, mentioning the old location and how it was left to rot. So we know that there was one Freddy Fazbear's Pizza for the first game, one for the second game, and one that came before both of them that we've never seen. But even before that, the phone guy also
Are you talking
mentions
about,
an
like,
even
the
older
two
restaurant
stand?
called Fredbear's
I feel like
Family
superhero
Diner,
just
which,
get a
aside
new
from its
costume from Hollister
confusingly
every time
different
someone's
name,
in
also had
distress.
different owners. So let me
Yeah,
recap.
that you
There's
know
the
that really
restaurant
protects
from the
someone's
first
secret
game, which
identity.
is the last
You
in
never
the
get
timeline.
credit for the
The one that you're
same
currently working at in
heroics more than
1987
once in a
Five Nights
costume.
2, an older location of
That's 'cause I
Freddy
wanted to
Fazbear's
have the spike
Pizzeria
shine.
left to rot, and
Ah.
the original Fredbear's Diner. Jeez, I hope you're still with me because
like
this is
that
more
supposed to
complicated than
relate
the
that
Zelda timeline. Anyway, it's at this first location,
You know, I mean,
the diner,
it
where
is
the
cool.
whole
It is
story
cool that you're
begins.
making them.
Submitted for the approval of the Game Theorist Society, this is the true tale tale of Five Nights at Freddy's. When you die in
I
Five Nights
guarantee
at Freddy's 2,
this is the
before you've even
truest
gotten over
tale
the jump
ever
scare,
of
you
Five Nights at
sometimes
Freddy's,
get a
and no one
scream
will
like
ever
this.
tell you
Oh,
anything
turn it off. It's too
better.
horrifying. That, youngsters, was E.T. for the Atari, a console that came
there's
out
not many
before
people
the
that
NES.
know that are
Yes,
over 8
around the
foot
same
tall,
time
I'm
as the
very nice.
dinosaurs. It's widely considered to be the
It just
worst
takes one
game of all
person with
time,
like
hence me reacting in a
like
horrified
stilts
manner.
is all I'm
See,
saying.
humor, folks. But
Doing
seriously, you
superhero
get these disturbing
antics.
death minigames, which, true to the
And then
1987
everything's up in the
use
air of who's doing
Atari-esque
what.
graphics to depict various horrific events. All the while, a creepy robotic voice spells out letter by letter things like
That could be your
help
Robin.
them, save them, or
That
save
could be
him.
your
These
Robin.
death minigames are the most important piece in figuring out the true story behind these games. Let's start with this one. This death minigame has you playing as Freddy, taking cake to screaming children at a birthday party. As Freddy rushes around trying to keep the whole party happy, a single sad child looks on from outside, when suddenly you're powerless to do anything but look on in abject horror as a purple man pulls up in a car,
Purple guy!
murders the
Sorry.
child, and drives off. It's my belief,
Timmy's
loyal
here.
theorists, that this game takes place at Fredbear's Diner and is chronologically the
Fredbear.
first event that we see in this timeline. How do I know? Well, it's a small establishment and there's only one animatronic, Freddy, as opposed to all the other games which show other robots. But more importantly,
Oh yeah, I
this
guess there's
murdered
Pokemon
child
happening
is the
too.
one
How's that going?
sets everything
It's
into
going well.
motion.
We're
One
just
of the
doing.
new
We're just like
tasks
going
added
through
to Five Nights
the
at Freddy's 2 is
area.
winding a
Sorry.
mysterious music box.
Hey,
That
Wiles,
reportedly
thank you for the
contains one of
hydrate. Welcome,
animatronics.
welcome.
If you fail to wind the music box, what you're introduced to is this terrifying
We're fucking
thing.
stimming
The
right
puppet
now
looks
on
like
FNAF
No-Face
Lore
from
and
Spirited
Pokemon.
Away. You know what else he looks like? Take a look at that murdered child again. See how his tear tracks remain visible.
Why don't you
on his
take a
face
look at
even
this
after
dead
he's dead?
child?
If we
Do you
assume
like
they'll
that?
continue to
Is that
stay with
really
him into
cool
the
for you to look
afterlife, we
at?
can make a pretty good case that this kid's
Like a month
murdered
after FNAF
spirit
1,
eventually
but that
found its
does
way
mean
into
Gravity
the
Falls
puppet
episode's coming.
animatronic.
Oh,
But that's not
yeah,
all.
you're
What
right.
jump scare happens after this save him minigame? After seeing this tear-stained child's murder reenacted in 8-bit, the puppet jumps out of the screen and attacks you. Coincidence? I don't
I
think so.
think
That
not.
incident marks the first time the chain is ever associated with a violent act carried out against a child, and we can infer that it was this incident.
How's
that
the
caused
audio on
original
things?
owners
Is
of
it
Fredbear's
too
Diner
overwhelming
to sell
for
off to the
people?
company now known as Fazbear Entertainment. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was senselessly murdered and left to haunt a crappy pizza place for the rest of my life in the body of an awful-looking clown doll, I'd want to get my revenge as soon as possible. Unfortunately for our vengeful puppet, though, it doesn't quite turn out that way. Fast forward a few
Okay,
years to
glad
Freddy
to hear it.
Fazbear's Pizza, the first location, the one that has yet to appear in a game. This new restaurant is the one we learned about in my earlier episode and throughout the first game, where our pal the murderer uses a golden Freddy suit to lure away and kill 5 children in the back room. As we read through the various
back
articles on the
rooms?
wall, he gets
Sorry.
caught the next day, but the bodies are never found, presumably because they've been stuffed into the animatronic suits. The restaurant stays open for a few months until the dead body stink starts to waft off the robots and causes the place to get shut down for health reasons. But how do we know this happened in the first pizzeria's location? Again, we turn to what the phone guy says. On night
I mean,
2
you
of Five
sound like you're in a
Nights
horror
2,
movie
he
at that
mentions
point.
the smell coming from the old animatronics.
What?
The smell that got the original restaurant shut down. We also know that after the Golden Freddy incident,
Oh,
it took
shit,
multiple
it's
months
time
for
for
the restaurant to get
story?
shut down. That couldn't have happened in the restaurant of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is
I'm a
shut
horror
down
villain,
on
it's
night
supposed to be
6
Tuck and
and
Dale's
into
or
the
s-
foreseeable
I actually still haven't
future.
watched
But outside
that.
of these
Pelea's been
lore
telling me
clues,
about
also
it.
makes logical sense.
That's alright.
Before
Could
the
use some
Golden Freddy
ASMR
murders, there was
soap
one
dicing.
dead child whose
We could do
tear-stained
that. I could put on
soul
like
existed in
Subway.
the form of
I
a
could put on
puppet.
like
But now there
Subway
are 5 more
Surfers. I
dead
could do like
children, and thanks to
Fortnite.
another of the
I could do
death minigames,
do
we find
shiny
out
egg
exactly what
hunting. I
happened
could.
to them. In the
Yeah,
Health Trap
just
minigame,
start
the puppet
overloading
stuffs the dead
everything,
children
and the
into
YouTube
robotic
short is
suits,
like got
giving
like
their
a
souls
million
new life,
views.
and preps them for their eternal mission of vengeance. But
This
Matt
persistent
Pat,
cough
you say
I
through your
have doesn't
chattering
quit.
teeth,
I'm gonna
there
get
are only
myself
4 dead children in that game.
an ass that
to which
makes
I
it
tell you, look
jealous.
closer, if you dare, to the frame right before
Yeah,
Freddy's
dude,
head
get your
jumps out of
squats
the
in,
cast.
Wiles.
Features
Hell
the
yeah.
lost 5th dead child, and what started as a haunted puppet has suddenly
Oh,
become
pretty
an
strong.
army of possessed
It's only strong
animatronics
because your
out for
your trainers are
revenge.
controlling
But that's not
Pokemon.
all we know. We also know
So
the
you wanna
murder
set
was committed
Pokemon
by the
free.
same guy
If
who
that's what
killed
you
the
want.
first
Oh wait, sorry,
child.
wrong guy.
How? Look
Alright,
at the
if you're not
Foxy
supporting
death
me, if that's what you
minigame.
want, you should
Twice,
start with your
Foxy
own.
runs out to meet the
But taking
kids,
people's
but the
Pokemon by
third
force.
time
I was
you
just
see
doing
the
the Deku
tall
voice. I was
purple
so in the
man
zone.
again, smiling, Foxy goes into
Which
the
is
other
very
room
good
to find
deconstruction of the horror
5
genre.
dead
Oh,
children.
it's being
The man in
funny.
purple strikes again.
Okay,
Skipping
I
ahead
mean,
to
I'll
1987,
definitely
finally
watch
bringing
it.
us to the
There's
events of Five Nights
actually
at Freddy's
one
2. The old
movie
animatronics have
that
been retired.
I
The cute
really
new
like,
versions
and I'm
of all
trying to
our
remember the
favorite
name of
friends come
it.
equipped with facial
I recommend it
recognition
all the
software that
time,
just so
but
happens
the
to be
title
connected
is
to a
not
sex
catchy at
offender
all.
database. Seems like an
Hold
oddly
on, I have
specific
it here.
detail,
I can bring it
right?
up.
Until you consider that the last restaurant was closed for having children
Hold on,
get
let's see
kidnapped
here.
and killed by an employee. It's a safety measure.
Fuck,
You
what was
see how
that
it all
horror movie?
ties
I had
together?
it.
So you have some animatronics possessed by vengeful spirits and another
It's like
batch on the
Leslie
prowl for
Vernon?
predators,
Hold on,
but
I think
that
it's
doesn't
hold
stop
on,
our friend, the
Leslie
Purple Man from
Vernon.
continuing
What
his
is the full
life's
name of
work
this movie?
murdering
Okay, it's
children at Freddy
Behind the
Fazbear's
Mask,
Pizza.
The
As we
Rise
learn
of
from the
Leslie
phone guy at
Vernon.
nights 4 through 6,
It's
the new
my
restaurant is once
favorite
again
horror
under
movie.
investigation as,
It's
well,
barely
I'll
a
let him
horror movie,
explain.
but it's so good. I would actually love to watch that on stream. I love The Rise of Leslie Vernon. It's essentially just like it's a world where every horror monster is just like real. And all the movies are still made about them, and they're very popular. But they have like this. They do it as like a gig, and there's like Leslie Vernon's like an up and comer, and he's getting advice from like the pros, and there's like a documentary crew following him around as he sets up his like hunt and shit.
Based on what phone guy says, it seems like the
I
guilty
think I've heard
party was
of
the
that
former
before.
night guard, the one who moved to day shift.
Yeah, the slasher films are real. That's the one. Yeah, I've seen the Demi video. It's so good. It is like my favorite horror movie. It's so well done. Leslie Vernon watch along for Halloween. I would do it earlier than Halloween. I would do that like Saturday. I don't care. I would just do it. I love watching Leslie Vernon. Kind of like how I like Violent Night. It's like a movie that you don't think you'll love, and then it just gets you. It hooks into you.
Is the Purple Man
do it then.
The phone guy?
I mean, the only thing is I have to see if I'm gonna be available Saturday, and then
First,
I know that Paleo's gonna be streaming on Saturday. I don't want to step over that.
As they. So he's
Love
not
talking
a
Bales
higher
because they
up,
will generally
the
act
CEO
like very
or even a
redneck
manager,
people who
but
are
he's
just
also
trying to
not a
live.
typical day worker, as he
That
says
is
things
really
like
good.
The employees and the
Teenage
staff. So he
Sisters
works
Attack,
there, but
I
isn't
wanna
generally
blame
considered a
people that
regular
tuck them
member
or
of the company. We also know that he's qualified to take the role.
I mean,
of
to
a
be
night
fair,
guard, as we learn he
if
plans
I
to
was
take over the
in
position
a
sometime after
funny
night
pact
6,
like
and is on
that,
his way out of the position by the
I
time
would
the first game
probably
starts.
not want people to know that. I wonder what makes people do shit like that. That's crazy to me. We don't have to get into that though, because it's dark and Twitch I don't think likes talking about that. Horror movie I always like to watch is called The
Phone Guy
Tunnel.
has a long history with the company,
That sounds
being with it
familiar.
at least since the first pizzeria that we haven't played.
What
He
is?
also
Oh
openly
God,
admits that Foxy the
what
Pirate
is the
was always
horror
his
movie
favorite, and that he has
about
never liked the puppet because, as he says,
fuck, it's
it was
about like
always thinking.
the incest babies that are like weird underground creatures. And they're like tunneling in the ground. What is that one called? Fuck, why can't I remember that? That had a sequel too.
Okay, but what do we know about the purple guy?
Like one of the
the
teenagers
golden
runs straight into the
Freddy
woods.
killer? Well, let's look at the minigames again. He has a long history with the franchise, killing
Yeah,
since it was
him
Fredbear
running
Diner.
straight
We
into
see
a
him
wood
smiling
chipper is
as he
so
watches
funny.
Foxy perform, the guy's favorite, right before Foxy sees the
Incest
room of
babies.
dead children.
Yeah, there's a
We
weird
know
horror
that
movie.
Puppet and the killer
Hills
wouldn't
Have
get
Eyes. No,
along, which
that's a
would explain
different
Phone
incest
Guy's
movie.
discomfort around a creature
No,
that he
this one's got
describes
like
as
they're like
always
weird
thinking.
ground
Here's the
creatures. They're
bombshell.
like
We know
digging
the killer
tunnels.
is a security guard. How? On very rare occasions.
Yeah,
during
wow,
the
that's what
Save
God
Them
King Pool is
minigame,
talking
while
about. I have not
Freddy
seen
chases the
that,
puppet,
and
the
I
Purple Man
should.
appears and chases you. Look on his chest. It's an orange badge, the kind that would be given
Let
to a
me,
security guard.
let
Now
me-
look at his
hold
eyes.
on,
Notice the white spots? An odd, seemingly
movie
innocuous
with
detail. But now look at Golden Freddy. Look
underground.
deep into his dead, vacant eyes. What do you
Hold
see?
on. Is it
White
the Descent?
spots. Pinpricks, really. Barely visible. They're there. And now finally, what do we see?
I think it's
in
The
Purple
Descent.
Guy's
Hold
hand?
on.
Well, the Atari graphics make it
That
tough
I'm
to
thinking of,
discern.
yeah.
It's not like any gun or knife
I'm
I've
pretty
seen.
sure these are
Now,
incest
that to me
babies.
is very clearly a phone. The
If
robotic
you're not gonna watch
voice
it, you should
spelling out
watch
for
the
you,
Dead Meat video
save
about it.
them,
It's very fun.
save
I would
them.
watch it.
But
I
when
would. I would
Purple
just
Guy,
watch the movie.
Phone
I like to
Guy
watch
catches
movies
you,
before
the screen crashes, and all you're
before I
left
hear
with
someone's
is,
opinion on
"You
it.
can't." But that's not where it ends, Internet. As you and I both know,
Hold
there's
on, I
still a
gotta see
5 Nights at
if I'm
Freddy's 1.
correct in
If
that
this
the
game is
creatures
last
in the
line
Descent
and
are
the
just like
puppet
weird
is truly
babies.
pulling the strings behind all of this, you might be asking yourself where he is in Five Nights 1. We know the other animatronics got scrapped.
It was
This
like
ghostly
it might
guy
be in
should
part
still
2
be
that they did
around
that.
if this timeline I proposed is correct. And get this, the puppet is in the first game. Take a look at the East Hallway.
Descent Part
Seems
2.
pretty normal, right?
They're not
Every
incest
so
babies, they're just like
often,
another
posters on the
species.
walls
I thought for
change
sure there
this,
was like some
crying
child that got
with
lost
two
and then
streaming
grew up and
lines
then
down his face. Look
and then
familiar?
started
It
just
should.
having.
The Five Nights at Freddy's
Yeah, I
series
don't
is
know.
about vengeance.
No,
One
I remember
child,
one of these
6
stupid
children,
fucking movies. I remember it was really
looking
upsetting
for
to
revenge
find that
against a
out.
Sick child killer. The
It
purple
was like human
guy,
subspecies
the guy
evolved to
who
hunt
just so
underground, but
happens
nothing
to
about.
be the
Oh, I
first
thought for
voice
sure. Are
hear
you sure?
turning on these games.
Hold
Save
on,
them.
I'm double
Save
checking
them.
here.
You can't. But hey, that's just a theory.
Huh.
A game theory. Thanks for watching. Make sure you
Okay,
wind that music
Rio
box by clicking the
Escapes,
subscribe button. Otherwise, the puppet might get you. Click it.
Maybe it's
Click it.
not the Descent.
I guess you were safe after all. It's almost the holiday break. You know what I like
There
to
is like
do
a
during
lot
this
of
time
underground movies.
love
This
and
isn't sounding
gladness?
right. No,
Catch
this.
up on my favorite TV shows, but at this point I don't have cable and should probably avoid
It might not have been the
pirating
Descent. I'm
things,
looking at the
which is why I
monsters
subscribe
and
to
it doesn't
Hulu
look the
Plus. And by
same.
clicking the link in the description or typing in huluplus.com/MadPat,
Oh my
you
God,
get a
he's
free
doing the
2-week
thing
trial of
again.
Non-stop binge watch for all your favorite.
All questions answered. The Hills of Eyes has instance, but not the Descent. How about show us an image of the monsters we can find out for you? That's what I'm trying to find out too. Let me. I'm looking it up on my phone, seeing if I can maybe find it. Let's see. We have. Okay, movie with underground monsters. I'm just gonna look up a list of these. I actually remember that I had watched this. It was like a Redbox rental, and I don't know if that changes things. That might change things. I don't know. Maybe it was like a shitty knockoff of the Descent. No, it's definitely not the Barbarian. What the fuck was it called? So Descent has... It was like some guy got like trapped under and then started like popping out monster babies. It's not Tremors, I don't think. God, I'm trying. I'm really trying to find it. The Cave? Is it the cave? Uncharted cave system is discovered beneath Romanian Abbey. I don't think it's the cave. There's a lot of these. There was definitely like a time when when they were just like, we can make a movie about them being underground. There's like the ruins. It's a whole other film. Oh, that might be it. No, that's Carnivorous Vines. That's a whole other... God damn, there's so many. It's not the cave. Yeah, it's not the cave. Okay. There's the ruins. I do remember the ruins. This is another movie that was on like Redbox, where it's like these stupid vines. Like that's what the villain is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look and see, because the Burrowers. That's not it. The Burrowers. The fuck is this? This is like a Western film. God, there's so many movies with like underground creatures. I don't know. I'll have to. Maybe I'll ask someone that I know has watched it with me. A barbarian creature, wrong turn, the bleeder. Creature. There's just one called Creature. Yeah, I don't know why I can't. It's like some guy got like trapped down underground in like a cave system. I remember it very, very well that that's what it was. And then they find out, and he's like really fucked. The Creature, just called Creature. I love how every horror movie is named the being called The Creature is so stupid. God, for some reason, I just thought it was The Descent. It could very well just be like some movie that never got out of being known from, because it was not good. I'm gonna say this, it was not a good movie. It was very shit. The Cavern. It really is just the something. The Cavern, let's see. God, there's so many of them. Okay, what is the plot of this? Kazakhstan. Okay. It's not this one. Fuck me. I'm gonna just not know, am I? Why did I think it was The Descent? Anyway, we don't have to I guess dwell on this, me trying to find this one movie. It is a shame that it might have been like just like them introducing lore, maybe. If I could like watch it again, The Descent and The Descent Part 2. I can maybe see if that was like something that they just said offhand, and I thought maybe when I watched it that was part of the lore. That could have been it. I could have just like completely misunderstood it at the time, and just like, because that actually would have been really funny. I made up my own little story. That does sound like something that would happen. They would be like, I heard that there is a weird creature. There's a weird creature that's inbred. Barbarian. I don't think it's Barbarian. I'm gonna double check. No, it's not. This was not 2022. I watched this in like, I maybe watched this movie 15 years ago. Like, that's how long it's been. And there's so many underground video or underground movies that they're, I don't know. I'd have to like watch all of them. It's like The Descent, The Cave, House of Ashes. I've never seen that. Creep, 2004, trapped in a London subway station. No, that's not it. The Tunnel. Blackwater Abyss. The Tunnel and the Pyramid. The Tunnel? It's not The Tunnel. No fucking way did they call this movie The Tunnel. Oh, it looks really bad. Oh, it looks really bad. Oh. This monster is nothing. If you look up the tunnel and see the monster, it's just it's almost funny. It's like a weird like anteater. You can't just say that that's the thing. Anyway, I'll find it out later. I'm sending the phone down. 15 years ago, so 2010 at the latest. Yeah, something like that. I love the tunnel. I have not seen it. But anyway, we can hop back to fucking FNAF if y'all like. Matt Pat's having his Joker moment. Hello.
It's time.
But taking people's Pokemon by force is not right. Isn't that real strength?
Hey, there you are. We found that thing we were looking for. We should head for the tower now.
For Lore.
Get this!
Hello,
Team
Internet.
Plasma has obtained the
Welcome
power to
Game
change this world and
Theory, where
end people's
good
control over
things, or at
Pokemon.
least FNAF things come to
That's
those
right.
who wait. And man,
This is
when it
very
comes to
confusing.
this game series,
Must
no
use
one
force in
was
order to right the
waiting
wrongs
for
of the
anything.
world.
I mean, the second
Now,
game came out 3
let's
months
gather
after
around
the
our king, our
first.
Lord
The
N.
trailer for the third was 2 months later, and like 4 minutes after that, the game was available to download. So forgive me if
Those guys, I don't know what
they
they found, but they go the extra mile to gain power and cause
But even more
trouble.
impressive than that abbreviated
What a bothersome
timeline
bunch.
was your ability to rip that final
Hey,
game
I'm gonna stay here for a
apart.
while. Yeah, you should go
After
check
the
that
release
out.
of the game, people were
I want to
discussing
think a little
good
bit
versus
about
bad
what
endings,
the champion asked me.
Atari
What do I want to do with my
glitching
power
through
after I get
walls and
strong?
punching a flipping code
Why do I want to
into
be strong in the
cement
first
bricks
place?
arranged like a telephone dial pad. In regards
FNAF
to
YouTube
that last
pooper
one, I have two
tells you
things
the
to
lore
say.
about
First off, well done to you guys for figuring it out so quickly.
Yeah.
And secondly,
Everyone
Scott,
really loves it.
Seriously, Scott? Oh look, here's a wall. Let me just dial in my phone
Seriously,
number.
Scott?
Beep, boop, boop, boop. What? When did we jump from a point-and-click horror game to magical fantasy? This thing is like platform 9 3/4. I expect Harry
fuck is
effing
this about?
Potter
Okay.
to apparate into Pirate's Cove or something. Jeez, here
That's
I was
really
thinking that
clever,
you plug your
Matt.
numbers
That's
into
I gotta let you know that's
the one
really
other place that
clever.
you see numbers in this game, the bonus jump scare menu, or something, anything. But nope, dialing it into a wall makes so much more sense. Okay, sorry, just needed to get that one off my chest. Moving on. Now with 15 days.
What if
of
I
presence
shifted
under our belts and a
my
few
focus
overtime hours
from
clocked in for
streaming
good
and
measure,
did
we have
FNAF lore
ourselves a
videos?
completed video game trilogy with the third
I'm
game
so
giving us
sorry.
more
I'm
jump
so
scares,
sorry.
More phone guy and more fan. But this game also contains the final clues we need to get some closure on this game's deviously vague story. Scotty C certainly didn't make things any
Keep it on
easier
that.
for us, but at this point I think we
That's
finally
some
have enough
masochism,
puzzle
alright.
pieces scattered across the 3 games to assemble a fairly accurate picture of this franchise's lore. Since you guys had a, let's just say, above average interest in this theory, I wanted to create
how has
something that
FNAF
answered
gone
as
so
many
long?
questions as possible about this franchise. But beyond just the
I
details,
was
the question
talking
we
to
all
some
want
people
an
about
answer
this
to
the other
is,
day.
what exactly happened in the story
Children have
throughout
like
this
a
series?
weird
It's a pretty fundamental
era
question
going
to
on
not
right
have an
now,
answer to, and yet,
where
despite
it's like
thousands of videos, forum
if you
entries, and
think
Tumblr
about it,
posts, whoa,
there's
whoa,
no
hey,
like
put that away, you behave
counterculture
yourself. This game is already scary
like
enough without you
music
sticking your hook
like
somewhere it
punk
doesn't belong,
for
okay?
for
Despite
the
all
next
those
generation.
things, we still don't have a
Like
clear
I have
picture on
no
the
idea
details. Yes, there's a
who the
child
next
killer on the loose, the
generation of
infamous
punk
purple guy who's
is.
been using
I don't think I've
Fazbear
heard anyone.
pizzerias
I
as
looked it up on
hunting
Google
ground of
too, and I'm
choice
like
for years,
modern
but
punk
going into the third
bands.
game, we still
And it
weren't
told
sure
me
about
it said
who this guy
Green
was,
Day,
or even how many
My
victims
Chemical
he'd officially
Romance.
taken. Then there are the animatronics. Sure, we
And it's like,
generally understand that the killer's
brother?
dead body
You
and stuff
can't-
into
you
some of
can't
the
tell me
suits,
that.
And that with the help of the puppet, the kids were able to find new life in those
Like, that's
robotic
that's
bodies.
not
But then what about
modern at
Shadow
all. That's
Bot
like
and Shadow Freddy, who
90s,
randomly appeared in
2000s.
FNAF 2, only to become prominent figures throughout Part Part 3? How do they fit in? What about the ghostly Golden Freddy? Someone we've been talking about since the first game, and yet we still don't really know anything about him. Well, now that we finally have all the facts, I think it's time we revisit my timeline I presented in the last episode to see what I got right, what I got wrong. Yes, you heard that.
Oh my
wrong.
God.
No
Scary.
shame. I'm a big boy.
I mean, there's
Mommy,
still
wow,
newer
I'm a
punk
big
style
kid
musicians
now.
than I was
And
popular. That's what I
finally
mean though.
filling
Like
the
with that
missing details to
popularity
create
though is
what
important.
I believe to be my definitive Five Nights theory, and boy, howdy, it is a doozy.
Hello, Sly.
So
How was
strap in,
Embor?
theorists.
Oh,
You
this
wanted
Embor
it,
is really
you're
taking a shine
about
to you.
get
Pokedex
it.
is important, but time
Overall, the
spent having
timeline of the
fun
franchise
together
I
is
presented
also
in the last
important.
video still holds
Hey, I
strong.
just had a thought. Have
Decades
you heard
before
of
the
Dragons?
name became a horror
Yes,
legend
really
meriting
great,
its
quite
own
impressive.
theme
Okay,
park
listen
style
to the
attraction.
story then.
Freddy Fazbear got his start
Dragon
at
Spiral
Fredbear
Tower is
Family
said to be
Diner.
the.
It's here where
That's
our
just
story
that is
begins as
just
Purple Guy
Gravity
takes his
Falls.
first victim, something we see in the Take Cake minigame.
Monopoly
from
Money
Five
by
Nights at
Moonwalker
Freddy's
is a
2.
pretty good.
What tells us that
Moonwalker
this is
has good
Fredbear's
stuff. I
first in the
agree.
timeline?
I did
Well,
like
as
a
said
lot of
last time, in
Moonwalker
addition
stuff.
to it being a small space, the
That's
only
been showing
character
up.
we see is
I don't know if
Freddy,
that's the same
whereas all
level though
other
as like
minigames feature
how
multiple
like
animatronics.
Green
He's
Day
also holding a
and My
cupcake.
Chemical
Since that would
Romance
later
were.
become Chica's signature
know.
item, the event depicted in this game must have come before she was created. Additionally, notice that the purple guy's murder takes place outside the building. This is the only time we see
Dragon
him
Spiral
murder
Tower is
someone
said to be the
outside
Unova
the
region's
walls of
oldest
a
building.
Fazbear building, which
Story
implies
states
that
place
this
where
is
legendary
likely
Pokemon
his
came to
first
life, where they
victim.
remain in
Serial
deep
killers
slumber.
often have what's known as
It
a
was just
signature,
past
a way
Icarus
of
City.
killing that's
That's
unique
all I
to
know
him
about it.
and him alone.
Still,
For
anyone
Purple
knows,
Guy,
because
his
no one
signature is
has ever been
dressing in an
inside.
animatronic
Purple Guy, sorry.
costume, then luring children to the back of the pizzeria and killing them there. But this murder occurs
Donors wanted to
before he
investigate that
developed
tower
this
for a
particular
long
style,
time.
implying that
What,
it's
there's
the
something I
first.
don't know?
From there,
That
we know
kind
that
of
the
feeling
puppet
is
jump
pure
scare that
adventure.
always follows this minigame, combined with the tier design
I'm not
on
too old
both
for
the
some
dead
adventure.
child
The
and
way
the
I go
puppet's
to
mask
have a
implies
look
that
at
the
Dragon
soul
Spiral
of the
Tower.
first child now exists in the puppet. The event caused the original owners to sell the Fredbear name,
First,
who
he
then
put bands in the
rebranded
band
and
warehouses
avoided the
rather
negative
than on a
PR,
stage
becoming
anyway.
what we
I
know
guess, but I
today
mean
as
for the kids
Fazbear
though, man.
Entertainment.
For the
They then opened
kids.
a new chain of restaurants, which we never saw in the games until
No,
the
definitely,
release of Five Nights
it's a
3.
good modern
This
punk. Fuck.
is
Yeah,
not
it does.
Fredbear
It does.
Diner
It
like
really
many interpret,
does.
but rather the first location of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, predating the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. How do we know? Well, by paying close attention to the old recordings of Phone Guy dug up in FNAF 3, he introduces us to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, not Diner, before explaining the functionality of the special spring-lock suits.
Welcome to your new career as a performer / entertainer for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Right now we have two
I'm gonna
specially
work at
designed
Freddy
suits that
Fazbear?
double as both animatronic and suit.
He also lets us know that the animatronics are still allowed to walk around freely during the day, meaning that this is happening before the bite of 87, in which an animatronic
Wait, what are the
during
birds? Sorry.
business hours, removing their frontal
It's-
lobe and
It's
resulting
starting
in
to become a
animatronics
stem.
being
That's
restricted
Palea's
to moving
fault.
around
I'm blaming
only at
Palea.
night.
For ease of operation, the animatronics are set to turn and walk towards sound.
Ooh, there was
As Phone
something
Guy
here.
informs
Okay.
us, and as we see in the Stage 01 minigame, there are two specialty suits, a Golden Bonnie suit and the origins of the infamous Golden Freddy. But the lifespan of these spring-lock suits is actually short-lived as we learn about their one fatal flaw.
After learning of an unfortunate incident at the sister location involving multiple and simultaneous spring lock failures, the company has deemed the suits temporarily unfit for employees. The classic suits are being retired to an appropriate location.
Now, let's pause here. Two employees
Let's
are
just-
killed by the
let's
failure
find
of
out
a
what's
Bonnie
going
suit
on.
and a
Wait,
Freddy
what is
suit.
happening now?
Where else in the game do we see Bonnie and Freddy sharing a unique feature that no one else in the game possesses?
Don't you have a drum roll
Shadow
that
Freddy
shakes my
and
core
Shadow Bonnie.
in
Could this be the
adorable
origin
horror?
of the paranormal Shadow suits? Yes, actually. Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie are tied to the ghosts of the employees who
Horror.
died in the spring suits. Get this, the employees' bodies were taken out of the suits, which is why their appearance is more paranormal and why they can't possess them as well as the children can. Plus, having this as their origin would explain the in-game behavior
put the
of both
song plays
suits.
in the
In
chapter
FNAF
anyway.
3,
Yeah,
we see that
it's
Purple
very
Guy
good.
hides in a secret safe room that has been built into every pizzeria. A room that's hidden to customers and invisible to
There's like
animatronics
other
programming. During
stuff
the
I've been
minigames that
listening
occur
to
between
as
nights,
well.
we
It's
see
not really
Shadow Freddy lead the
punk,
other
but
animatronics to this
I
secret
like
room,
it.
only to cause
I'll
them to
think
glitch
it's
out and then
really
get torn
like
apart
it's
by Purple Guy. This
I just had it on my
origin story is how
playlist.
Shadow Freddy is
It's
able
Good
to enter
Kid.
the safe room when other
I think I've mentioned that
animatronics
before.
can't. How he's able to lead you to that room in the first
I really liked a
place
lot of
when
Good
other
Kid
animatronics wouldn't be
songs.
able to see it based on their programming, and even why he leads you there, knowing that purple guy attacking you will eventually free your soul. That's also why there's no purple Freddy suit when you do finally enter that room. It's not an alternate purple guy costume like many believe, it's an apparition. Suck on that, Harry Potter. I knew someone would apparate
He
eventually.
loves
It
talking
also
about
explains
fucking
why
Harry
Shadow
Potter.
Bonnie's
Stop,
minigame in
dude.
FNAF 3 always starts on stage 01, the spring suits, and why it's the one animatronic we control that has the ghostly ability to glitch, fly, and teleport. As we concluded last episode, this is also the point in the timeline of the first missing children's incident, the one we learn about via newspaper clippings in Five Nights 1. So, based on the newspaper clipping evidence we have, we know that the mauve murderer dressed in one of the suits lured children to a back room and killed them. He's starting to develop his signature, but one nagging detail FNAF theorists have been wondering is what suit does he use for his disguise? The answer?
I'll show you,
Golden
Bebop.
Bonnie. Why? Well, remember the phone guy saying the faulty suits were being retired to an appropriate location. There's
Nice,
high
another
likelihood
experience
they're being
share. Wait,
stored
what
in
the
one of
fuck?
the safe rooms in the restaurants. Plus,
I
we
get
hear
2
in
of them?
FNAF 2 that the purple guy has a habit of using a yellow
Cover
suit.
girl by Shark Tooth is gonna get mine. Oh, okay.
Someone used it.
But why not Golden Freddy? Phone guy tells us so at the beginning of
But
Night
why not
5
Golden
in
Freddy?
FNAF 3.
Management has also been made aware that the Spring Bonnie animatronic has been noticeably moved.
My, what an oddly specific detail to include, Scott Cawthon. And remember,
Please
these
take this fresh
cakes that
water.
play in FNAF 3 date all the way back to
He
the
immersed
first
his in the background,
pizzeria
but everyone
location,
wonders,
which is why
what
this
is his
detail is
persona?
so important. It reflects Purple Guy
Herb.
starting to develop his signature killing pattern. From there, we know the rest of the story. Purple Guy kills the kids, stuffs the bodies into the suits to hide them, but as we read the paper, is caught on camera and arrested. Meanwhile, the puppet gives life to the children, and the angry spirits possess the
how odd.
robots. Or is
Okay.
that really how it goes? Let's go back to the Give Gifts, Give Life minigame. The children are lying there dead, and the puppet first tries
What?
to give them
Okay, so I do
presents.
this.
Weird, right? Weird until you
Okay.
consider that his place is at the
Over
prize
here.
corner. Giving
There we
presents
go.
is the only thing he knows that can make children
You being
happy.
pretty.
It's a reflex. Remember, this is still a child's spirit in this puppet, but when that doesn't work, the puppet goes around
Yeah,
one
some-
more time
I
and does the only
still-
other thing it can think of. Put the bodies into the suits. You heard that right. In
I gotta
trying to
tell ya,
save the children,
MatPat
he's
ain't
the
selling
one
me on
hiding
FNAF.
them in the animatronic suits.
I
Not
can't
the
believe that
killer
this
like
sold
we've been
people on
assuming.
FNAF.
But then what about the fifth child?
They were like,
As
"Oh
there's
my
only
God, I
one
love
here."
this.
Well, as we
It's
pointed
so
out last time,
deep.
the fifth child is there too, appearing at the very end of the minigame.
It's
and
such an
taking the
epic
role of
story.
Golden Freddy. But remember, Golden
It's like
Freddy
the
is a
Bible.
decommissioned Springboard suit at this point.
That's what
deemed
Scott
too
Cawthon was
unsafe to
thinking
be
he was
functional.
doing.
The reason he's slumped over and can't move like the rest is that his endoskeleton has been taken out. He's in suit mode, not free roaming mode. He physically doesn't have the mechanisms in place to stand up and move. Possessed or no, a dead child's spirit just can't give a boneless suit the ability to stand. This also explains the lone naked endoskeleton that appears
Naked? You can't say
occasionally in
that.
both
What the
Five
fuck?
Nights 2 and
He's
Five
trying his
Nights
best,
1, an
Matt
endoskeleton
Pat.
that once belonged
Can't
to
you
Golden
try
Freddy.
finding
Whew.
clothes that
I know I made you wait
size?
for this one, so I knew I had to make it count. Heck, if there ain't a lot to cover. Still with me? Good, because we're ready for our next location. You see,
You're
since
still
the
paying
puppet hid the
attention?
bodies,
No, dude,
one
I
knows they're in
checked
the
out
suits until they
about
start
like an hour
oozing and
ago.
smelling, which, as we see in the papers, eventually gets the place shut down for health violations. The company tries to recover from, quote, the tragedy that took place there many years ago, but can't,
Boneless
and
suit.
eventually is forced to shut its doors for good. This leads to the trailer
I love my
for
suit
Five Nights at
boneless.
Freddy's 2.
Tasty.
Finally, we're actually going to talk about a game in the series. Seriously, can you believe we've been going this whole time on locations that aren't even settings?
Yeah,
for
I like
3D
my
games?
suit boneless.
That is why this lore is so challenging, but also so interesting. Anyway, forgotten, dismantled, deactivated. These are the words you see at the beginning of the
I will
trailer.
say,
Back
sometimes
when the
it is
debate about
nice to
whether
have,
this
like,
game
boneless
was a
wings, but they're
sequel
not
or a
really
prequel to
wings.
the
I know
first game,
that.
These words made it seem like a follow-up, that everything
It's
had
when
been
I want,
shut
like,
down
fancy
since the
chicken
first game,
nuggets.
but it wasn't. These words are a
want
reference to the
sauced up
business
chicken
being
nuggets
closed down after that
that
first
are
missing
crispy.
children's incident. That's why posters everywhere in Five Nights 2 are all about the brand new Fazbear Pizza. It's the grand reopening after years of being out of business. That's also why the new toy animatronics have built-in facial recognition software to a criminal database. They need to be careful to prevent another incident.
Yeah, they look at
but,
Purple
as
Guy
you
and
know,
scream
it doesn't
because it
work.
overloads their
As we see in the
circuits.
Save Them minigame, 5 more children get killed in this new location. We know it's the new location because the minigame map's layout perfectly matches this new Fazbear business. We also know it couldn't have happened earlier in the timeline.
This is a scary-ass gym.
Animatronics and new toy robots are presented in the game. But this time, the puppet's solution isn't saving the kids, it's stopping the killer.
It's murdering.
He enlists the help
One of your
of
lore
Freddy
videos
to
made
try
in chronological
and
order.
SAVET
Do we, after this video, you want to watch
leading
the
bear to
Wendigoon one?
killer's location. Except Purple Guy came prepared.
Those wings are white
equipped
meat
with
and bone
not a
in,
phone,
or
but
dark meat,
rather
aren't they?
something to help him tamper with
Yeah,
the
boneless wings are
animatronics.
usually
He
actually made
knows
out
that
of breast
something
meat.
fishy is going on with these robots because he's been watching, studying. The puppet wants Freddy to save
Well, I
him,
mean, breast
to which
meat's
the
really good,
killer's
too.
answer is only this: you can't. So how did the Purple
And
Guy
sometimes
manage it
chicken
when he'd
wings
been
can have,
caught
like, white
years
meat.
Before? What about the bite of '87? How do FNAF 1
Yeah,
and
chicken
3
titty?
fit in?
Yeah, I
And
want
most
some fried
importantly
chicken
of
titty,
all,
please.
Who is the Purple Guy?
Who
All
is
that
Purple Guy?
next week. Don't worry, I'll come back. I always do. In
Shut
the
up.
meantime,
Shut the
it's
fuck up,
all
Matt Pat.
just a theory, a game theory.
Thanks for watching!
Make sure you don't miss part 2 by clicking subscribe. Well, honestly, you still might miss it. The subscribe button is really just a glorified bookmark button. But still, it's the best you're gonna get, so might as well do it. And while you're at it, you know what else you should click on? The link in the description for some free food.
All right, let's turn on the other FNAF lore video then. Let's see the Wendigoon one.
So, I'm doing the thing. Unlike most of the horror series that I cover, I feel like today's horror series needs no introduction. Five
Which
Nights at
Five
Freddy's
Nights
has
at
quickly become
Freddy's?
one of the most popular video game IPs ever. Five Nights at Freddy's currently has 9 games in its main
That's what I
series,
jaw dropped
as well
to
as
the
over
floor.
a
Yeah,
dozen
ooh,
books written
good.
about it and countless fan games. Not only that, but even people who hate the games have to admit that it was probably the most impactful indie horror series of all time. And the craziest part
I actually
about
refuse
it
to say
is
that,
to this
Wendigoon. I
day,
don't agree with that. I
no
think
one
that's
really knows what
amnesia.
happened. Like, if you play through the games, it's very clear that there is a story happening in the background.
Is it not
However, the
amnesia?
gameplay
This guy
always
is
takes
serious.
center
Whiteboard and
stage.
everything. Yeah, he's
And
got
despite
a
the countless Reddit
whiteboard.
threads and YouTube videos made on the topic, there still doesn't seem to be a clear answer of what
Yeah,
happened
there's
in the
William
games
Afton.
themselves. So I'm here to throw my hat in the ring and present to you what I believe to be the story of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. See, this video started out, I just wanted to cover the FNAF VHS tapes, because a couple people, specifically Squimpus McGrimpus, which is a funny name, has made
Squimpus
fantastic
McQuimp-
horror
what?
set within the universe
He's
of
lying.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, this is the
by taking
serious
its own
lore
story
video.
direction with its own characters and events. However, after getting all of my research done for that, and then thinking how I would describe it to you all, it wouldn't
This
make
is
a
our
lot of
big boy
sense
pants.
to someone who wasn't familiar with the Five Nights series. So I asked myself, what is the minimal amount of information I need to tell you about the Five Nights series in order for you to understand the VHS tapes? And that eventually devolved into me breaking down the entire story with all of the characters and major events. So I'm doing great. However, I'm only
I'm doing
partially
fine,
joking on
thanks
that
for asking.
because I do believe that the Five Nights at Freddy's storyline is a very interesting story that deserves to be told. However, if you're familiar with the series at all, then you probably know that the problem with telling the story is the story itself. See, the story of the game takes place across the first 7 entries. The games in chronological order, or at least my chronological order, because we can't even agree on when the games happened. But in my chronological order, it goes 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 6, 7. Yeah. And the reason that it's so confusing for newcomers to the series to try to figure out what's going on is because anytime you search something like Five Nights at Freddy's Theory, you're greeted with videos from 5 years ago, whenever the third game was out, so we didn't know the events in the fourth game were going to happen. But then the theories from the fourth game didn't know that the events of the fifth game were going to happen. So people kept trying to glue together a puzzle because all the pieces weren't out yet. But now I, in the future, with the privilege of hindsight, can put together the puzzle the way that I believe it was always meant to be viewed. And I'm going to do that in a kind of controversial way. I want this
controversial.
Again,
Wendigoon, what are you going to do?
My take on the timeline for those out there who are a fan of the series.
He starts unzipping pants. Now about that controversial part.
Are able to view all the information and better understand the story. And when you look at the entire series
I'm gonna get a little piece of my dinner.
It becomes far more interesting and far more terrifying. So in order to achieve both of those ends, and again putting emphasis on the fact that this is a cool
this was his PhD thesis.
I am simply not
study of it's for his film thesis.
Explain myself. Like several of the things on this board go
he's pulling the chalk.
Majority of the community's interpretation of what happened. So whenever I have a real controversial
this is serious
take,
video.
I'm going to explain that. But like over here, I have one of William's children listed as being named Evan. In order for you to understand the story, I don't need to sit here for 10 minutes and tell you about we got the name Evan because in the survival book, which is an accompanying book for the games, they found a series of numbers on one page and then added them together by the page number at the bottom and then went over to a letter grid and input those values and got the name Evan. Because if you're not familiar with the series,
shut the fuck up. That's so stupid.
Everything. And again, while I think stuff like that is cool, more people, at least currently,
I think that's objectively stupid.
Evan or not, rather than the entire plot
for just like a name
story of what happened. And I think that the latter is far more interesting. So I know this has been a long introduction, but there's a lot to explain. As always, there's going to be timestamps in the description for what I'm describing.
Like, I don't know, I look at Gravity Falls and like their shit was really cool. I think of FNAF Lore videos and having to get one name and it's like, come on man, you couldn't even get a sentence out there.
Other YouTube horror shorts based around Five Nights at Freddy's, because I think they're really cool. And if any of this sounds cool to you, stick around after the ad as we're going to get into pretty much the entirety of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. But before you listen to me ramble for an absurd length of time, let's make sure you're listening the right way with today's sponsor, Raycon Earbuds. With over
Raycon Earbuds, we don't need to listen to that.
Raycon is the best audio quality and the best.
There we go.
The first thing to understand
we don't need that
about
ad.
The Five Nights at Freddy's series is that at its core, it's the story of two people, and those two people are
purple guy
and Henry Emily. Henry and William
the fuck
were
else
business partners, and they went in as partners together on a new branch of children's entertainment. This new style of children's entertainment would be demonstrated on their first business venture together.
I feel Raycons are alright. I listen, if you want good cheap earbuds, just get J-Labs. I'm being serious. I've had a pair of like J-Labs for like years and they're so reliable. Bitches cost me $25.
However, at least in the beginning,
they're so good I bought a second pair just to have like for bike trips.
Boasted two animatronics. The down-to-earth homey nature of it is even present in the name of Fredbear's Family Diner. It certainly seems like a passion project, not only in the name and very nature of a children's entertainment business, but also in the attitudes of the two owners. From everything we see later in the series, it seems like Henry was the business and managerial side of the partnership, while William was more interested in the day-to-day operations and specifically the construction of the animatronics. What made these animatronics unique and the thing that set their business apart from other competitors was the addition of something William dubbed as spring lock suits. The core idea behind a spring lock suit is that it is initially
it's really stupid and they shouldn't have done it.
However, if someone were to twist the gear on the back of the costume, the animatronic parts would slip to the sides and allow a worker to step inside of the animatronic itself and use it as a costume. Whereas at other establishments,
Spring
the children
cock?
would
Yeah,
see
that's
an
what I
animatronic
do
on
for mine.
stage, and then a worker would come out to serve them pizza in a kind of dollar store mascot version of the costume. At Fredbear's Family Diner, they could watch the animatronics get off stage themselves and come play with the kids. It seems like in the beginning that was part of the goal for William, to keep the magic
I should
alive
heal.
in
Hold
the
on,
mind
let
of
me-
the child. And in the beginning, it seems that they had such humble beginnings that
Would you
William and
spring
Henry
load your
were the
cock if it meant
people
that you had the
running
best
costumes
orgasm, but it
themselves.
hurt a little
Despite
bit
being
after?
owners, they would take the time to step
Sorry.
into their own respective spring lock suits and go play and entertain the children.
I guess I
Henry
don't
would
need to
pilot
heal.
the
He's already kinda
restaurant's namesake,
passive and
the
hit.
Fredbear suit itself, whereas William would slip into the secondary mascot of the business, a golden rabbit costume, which would later be known to the community as Spring Bonnie. Perhaps part of this dedication to the project came in the form of their own children. William having 3 children himself, Elizabeth, Michael,
Bring
and
it.
Evan, and Henry having
That's supposed to
one
hurt
daughter
after.
by
Oh,
the name of
oh, it's
Charlie.
not. No,
I know
it's
that in the
not.
books
Oh
mentions
God.
Henry has a son as well. However, he's never mentioned anywhere in the games. So again, I'm just talking the games. He doesn't exist up here. Something that I want to mention really quick on this timeline is if an event is inside
Oh my God,
of
he's got a
red
full
box,
timeline.
That is a definite year that that event happened. There's not a lot of surefire times we get in the series, so the few that you see with the red box are times we know this happened on this date. The blue boxes are more so guesstimates. In other words, the thing I'm about to talk about says 1980, but it could have also been 81 or late 70s, or the year doesn't really matter, 1980 is just a guess. Looking at the timeline, we can see that William and Henry started Fredbear's Family Diner around 1970. And then, thanks in no small part to the dedication of the owners themselves, as well as the invention of spring lock suits, a decade later they are able to expand their brand, as around 1980, William opens Afton Robotics, and William and Henry continue to expand the business itself.
This is very
with Fazbear
just
Entertainment,
dry, isn't
which
it?
becomes a sort of
It's just
industrial
this
chain
is the
of
lore.
Freddy Fazbear restaurants.
Baldy Baldor,
Things were
welcome,
going great.
welcome. Hello, hello. I'm
Henry
sorry I
was
didn't
continuing
even
to
see
manage
that there
the
was a
brand
chat
as it
in
was
the
expanding,
horizontal
and William
feed. How are
continued
you?
to create more odd and interesting robotic figures. One of these inventions
From the
that
YouTube
we
side.
see in the
Hope
games
you're having a nice
is a
night.
small Fredbear plush that seems to have a camera inside of it, as well as a series of animatronics later dubbed Funtime animatronics that it seems William was building during this
Oh, I
time.
think this
Everything was
this
going
fucking
great. It
cryogonal's
seemed that nothing would
cooked,
stop the
guys.
pair from
I'm patient, just
accomplishing
curious.
great
How
things
long is
in
this
the realm of
video?
children's
It
entertainment.
is an hour
It was until
something.
the accident that happened 1983. For whatever reason, it seems
If that's
that
too much,
Evan
we
was
can change.
particularly terrified of the animatronics his father was building, and no one's really certain why. People who have gathered information from
Definitely
the
not
books
as
have
funny
speculated
as
that perhaps
MatPat.
William was purposefully making his
Oh, if you're
child
stout hard, I
afraid
will
of
give
the
you
animatronics
this.
because William knew that they were dangerous. Because, you know, animatronic suits that have like wires and gears holding the animatronic pieces from flying back into place and impaling you, it's called foreshadowing, would be dangerous to go around, especially if William
You
is
have 7
building them in
badges.
his
That means
house.
going up to level
From what
80
we see
will
in
be.
future games, it even seems
What
that
do you
William
get?
had put
Frost breath.
cameras
I'm probably not
throughout
gonna
his
use
house
that.
so that while he was
But yeah, do we
working on
want to
his
go back
animatronics,
to
he could
the
monitor exactly
the
what his
game
son
theory
was doing.
one, or
In the
continue with
meantime, Evan's older
Wendigoon?
brother, Michael,
Wendigooner.
began to torment Evan over his fear of these creatures.
Look at
See,
those
at this
little
point, the
squiggly hit
brand had
frost breath.
extended from not only
Wow.
Fredbear's Family Diner, but there was also Fredbear and Friends, and there were several other mascots.
Oh shit!
that
Look at
would
this
stand on
camera. An
stage
hour of
along with
gooting.
Fredbear. One of these was a character by the name of
I know,
Foxy.
right? Can you
So,
handle that?
Michael would wear a Foxy mask and begin tormenting
So I've
his
been
brother
dining with Bianca, and I'm
because he thought
wondering,
it was funny.
since we left
William
Newbie, my
didn't
town,
seem to
has something
mind
about
this,
me
perhaps even
changed?
encouraging it, as he saw it
I
as
thinking about what
another way
I wanted
keep
to
his
do.
son safe.
Thinking what I
The
should
events
do.
of Five
I
Nights
felt
at
like there
Freddy's
was
4,
nothing.
which again, according to me,
If I really
is the
become stronger, or
earliest
is it
game
just
in
my
the
Pokemon I
timeline,
have? I
followed
don't know
the
anymore.
nightmares of young Evan after. The reason the animatronics look so over the top,
this
creepy,
time
and
I'll go to the
terrifying
Pokemon
is
fan
because
club.
these aren't real animatronics.
really searching
These
for
are
what I
the
wanna do.
nightmare
I don't
imaginations
care.
of
I
a young
don't
child
care
who's
about
afraid
your
of his father's
stories.
creations. And Evan is spending these
Who are
sleepless
you?
nights trying
Who
to
is?
evade these
I'm
creatures
Bianca,
of
this
his
is
own
Sharon.
imagination. That is
I know.
until
I know
the
you're there.
whenever
Why don't you
Afton
show
and
yourselves?
his
What?
family go to Fredbear's
Oh,
Family Diner. While there,
ninjas.
Michael and his friends, all wearing the mascot's faces, began to torment Evan and make him get closer and
Pokemon
closer
level
to the
gap
animatronics
check.
themselves,
Grunky.
until Michael makes a joke that Evan wants to give Fredbear
How
a
over
kiss,
leveled is my
to which the
pig?
boys put Evan
Guess
into
what? I
Fredbear's
leveled
mouth,
something else up.
and
All
whenever
right.
the animatronic bites down.
Oh, let me. Once I finish this cutscene, we'll be able to.
Impressive gym
Evan
leader,
doesn't
Vigorous
die,
City.
at least
We the
not
Shadow
immediately.
Strider beat
His
into the.
family
I don't
rushes
think
him
the
to the
Team
hospital
Plasma. I
where
don't
he
think
remains
count.
comatose
Not
for
easily
the next
noticed.
couple
Our
days.
mission was to
In the
speak only
final
with
levels
Psy.
of Five Nights at
So be
Freddy's
it.
4, it's
Guess
possible
this has a
when
message
looking
for
back
you.
at the
Come to
bedside
Dragon
to see
Spiral
things like a
Tower.
hospital IV bag.
The
or
part of
flower
it, he said,
pot.
I know,
Not
yeah,
only
we're
that,
gonna
but
hear,
the
we're gonna hear about it,
nightmares within
Grunky.
the final nights of Five Nights at
There
Freddy's
that
4
Lord hand that waits
transition
for
from
you.
being
Now
the
mission is
general
complete.
different animatronics from the restaurant
Dragon Spiral
to
Tower,
just
what's going on?
nightmarish
Hey, tell me.
apparitions of Fredbear himself. While Evan is lying in the
Now,
hospital
hang
bed,
on.
we hear Michael tell Evan that
You're
he's
mad if
sorry
you're here for
and
a gym
ask for
challenge.
his
Hang on for a
forgiveness.
bit. I've gotta head to
Until
Dragon
the
Spiral
Fredbear
Tower.
plush itself
I'm
begins
going
to
to.
speak to Evan. As
Spiral Tower is
established
to the
earlier,
north of
this
here,
is
right?
one of William Afton's camera plushies, so it's safe to assume that this is William speaking to his son.
This
In his
is
final moments, we
William.
hear William say that it's going to be okay.
This is
and that
purple
he's gonna
guy is
put Evan back
Babingui.
together before everything fades out
Oh,
and
wow,
Evan seemingly
what
passes
should I
away.
do?
Now, if
Purple
you're a
bite.
big
I mean, the bite
aficionado
2
of
just
the
happened and
series,
you truly
you
did
may
not care.
disagree with that placement.
That's true. I did not give a fuck.
However,
Listen,
this, as
Grunky,
well
I'm a
as
little
some
overstimulated
things
with
that happen
fucking
directly
Pokemon
afterwards
and
are so
FNAF
debated,
lore at the same
and there's so
time.
many
Go
different options
figure.
of when this happened or this happened before
For
this
now, I
or
have to
blah
go to
blah
Dragon
blah.
Spiral Tower.
But
Okay,
again,
bye,
as a story, this makes the most
That's the
sense to
guy
me as the
he said.
catalyst that began everything.
So
William, a man
unfortunately,
who wanted to
Bebop is
entertain
over-leveled
children and
to
managed do
46.
so for
However,
decades,
I
began
have
his
been
mad
I have
ascent
been leveling
when one of his
Gooberry,
children used
and
one of
Gooberry
William's
is now
own
complete.
creations to kill his other child. And then in that
Gooberry is
father's desperation, he
fully
begins
specced
experiments
out
and
with a good
procedures
moveset and
to try to
everything.
maintain the soul of a child. See, that's where the horror comes from. For
I
those
just
of
didn't
you
use
who
him
may have
because the
not
ice
known
gym
anything
just made
else
more
about
sense to
the
just
Five
tank
Nights
it
at
with
Freddy's
Embor.
games, you've probably heard it has to do
But Gooberry is
with
gonna do
dead
work. I
children
even
possessing
traded it to the
animatronics. Now, rules of it aren't
to the other copy of
explicitly
White
laid clear, at least
just to
onto the
give it
video
Calm
games
Mind.
themselves. It seems that if a child is killed by an
'Cause
animatronic,
fucking why not?
or a piece
Calm
of their
Mind.
body is put into that animatronic
And the
after
hidden
death,
power is
that
ice, so
their
it already
soul
works pretty
possesses
well.
the animatronic itself. You can essentially think of it as a haunt or a haunted house. If someone dies in a derelict mansion, then
fuck
they
is this?
haunt that derelict
Hi, this way,
mansion.
please.
If someone dies and their body is put
How you
inside of
doing?
an
Zipping
animatronic,
Chili, it's
then their spirit
Petquiz.
possesses
This
that
genre is this
animatronic.
person.
And that is exactly
What did I
happens here.
walk
While we
into?
do not know the details of how
Answer
or
lots of
why
quizzing
or
questions
what
and
happened,
watch your brain get
either
brainier.
because Fredbear killed Evan,
Beats the 7th
or
gen, has 2
potentially
Pokemon
afterwards,
appropriately
William
leveled.
put pieces or all of
It'll be
Evan's
fine.
body
I have
into
2
Fredbear.
experience shares
Evan's
now. I'm
spirit
sure it'll work
possessed
out.
The Fredbear animatronic. See, now the color coding makes sense. This wasn't
brain
just
get
a
brainier.
Sunday
Let's start
school
with a
teacher's
question.
gimmick to make the letters look cool.
You're back.
It had a purpose
question.
because now Evan is
What
the
do you
spirit
say
of
when someone
Fredbear.
does a
I don't know if
good
you can see
job?
the Fredbear good. If I turn
Oh
the
my,
lights
it's
off,
tremendously
the
difficult to
reflection
look at the
is there.
challenger answer
So yeah,
this.
Fredbear is Evan, at least for now. I'm
Oh,
not
the
sure
audience is
how,
asking for a
perhaps
hint.
just being around Fredbear and seeing
Yeah, I'll
signs
give you a
that
hint.
his child was
Hint,
still
thoroughly
inside of
cooked
the
meat.
suit, or maybe even
Aha,
some kind
this
of
is a
weird science
good
that
hint.
William applied
Challenger,
to the
please
suit
answer.
itself whenever he made it. Either way,
They did
it seems
well?
that William figured out his son Evan was inside of the Fredbear suit. As you can imagine, not only the death of William's child, but now his
Feelings?
child being trapped in a suit of his own invention changed William's life forever. It seems that from here,
Burnt.
William wanted to better understand what had happened. to
No, they
Evan.
did a good
So he
job. They
began
did
to
well.
modify the aforementioned funtime animatronics with the
But yeah, pretty much
express purpose
jerky.
of trapping another child so that he could figure out.
I don't know where
how
this
the
is
whole
fucking
soul
located
possession
at.
works. His primary contender in this being an animatronic known as Circus Baby.
Circus
Baby was
Baby.
specifically designed
Shut the
with
fuck
a
up.
giant claw
I'm pretty sure we all
inside
mostly
of
just
its
gifted
chest
Sosis
cavity,
for you
as well as
for the bit. We
sensors
don't
that
actually have
would
to sit through all
always
the
calculate
lore.
and
You'd be here for
determine how many
days. I
people
know,
were
I
currently
know.
in the room. He did this with the intent
Okay.
of Circus
Stats.
Baby managing to get a child alone all by themselves so that its claw could then come out and grab the child before dragging
Goo
it
Baby
into its chest
Circus.
cavity to be killed.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream. With all due respect, Those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
This is, at least according to my timeline, the beginning of William's evil and murderous intent. It seems that the death of his own child pushed William to such extreme
Am I stupid?
He's
What the
now
where
willing
the
to
fuck
kill
is this?
Another kid in order to either see what happened to his son or perhaps even find a way
Pokemon
to
stats
bring
don't
him
have
back.
it. It's not gonna
During
be in
the
here.
construction of Circus Baby, William's
Trainer
daughter
connection
Elizabeth was
greetings
in
was
love with
just-
it, probably because it was an animatronic. that
Well
looked like a
done.
young
Here we
girl and
go.
had the ability to serve ice cream. On the opening day of a new Freddy
It's not really a
Fazbear
greeting,
sister
but okay.
location known as Circus Baby's Pizza World,
Woohoo, that is
Elizabeth
correct.
managed to get away from her father
You
and go
go,
see
yeah,
Circus
you
Baby
do.
all by herself. The
Oh,
Circus
yeah,
Baby
good hustle.
animatronic, calculating that Elizabeth was
Congratulations.
the
Now,
only
this is a
one in the
prize.
room,
It's
all
put
this
out
for a
piece of
fucking
ice cream to
antidote?
serve her before grabbing her
Sucks.
and bringing her into
Hate this
her
house.
chest, to which
Hope y'all get a
Elizabeth was killed.
divorce.
Did you know that I was on stage once? It wasn't for very long.
Scammed.
Only
I
one
got
day.
something worth like a
I would
couple
always count the
bucks.
children. I'm not sure why.
Some bullshit.
I was always acutely aware of how many there were in the room with me.
Wait, what do you
There were
have?
4, then 3,
Hmm.
then 2, then 1. Something happened when there was 1. A little girl
I was
standing by
scared.
herself. I was no longer myself, and I stopped singing.
That guy's like looking at me.
My
He looks like a
stomach
mailman.
opened,
I'm gonna.
And there was ice cream.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a
I
mystery
didn't move,
gift.
At least, not until she
The
stepped
red book.
closer. There was
Divorce,
something
divorce.
going
Oh,
on.
it's the Liberty
But only for a
Pass. I forgot I
moment.
activated this.
I still hear her sometimes.
Neat.
Why did that happen?
We're never
Why
shown
did it
exactly how
happen?
William
What
reacted to
do? I'm
this,
scared.
although I imagine this is never what he wanted. In Five Nights at Freddy's 5, also known as Sister Location, Elizabeth mentions many times that her father tried to keep her away, and she specifically went against his will in order to go see Circus Baby by herself. It seems that he didn't want Circus Baby to kill his daughter
It's like,
Elizabeth.
let's have a
However, that's
Pokemon.
exactly what
Who
happened.
else are you gonna use
Despite
a whole
this,
7
however,
gyms
his
deep?
plan seemed to work, and the soul of Elizabeth began
I don't
to
know,
possess
we'll
the
see.
animatronic
I'm the
known
other
as Circus
Professor Juniper.
Baby. Now,
Professor Juniper gave you
whenever
the Pokedex to my
Evan
daughter.
died,
That's
it was simply seen as
Juniper. I
an
gotta go on a
accident.
journey and
While
start
Michael
figuring
and
out
his friends
possibilities of my
caused the
life.
death of Evan,
Very, very
they were
grateful to
children
her.
as well, and it could be
That's
seen
right,
as a
grand.
bullying incident gone
Actually,
wrong.
we should chat
However,
later.
when
So, here's
Elizabeth
the situation.
disappeared,
Some members of
that
Team
raised a
Plasma,
lot more
quite a large
questions.
group,
We're
broke through the
told
tower
in
and
the
went
games
inside.
that the sister location
Not
of
knowing
the
is
Circus
great.
Baby's Pizza World, again, the place
No,
where
we got some.
Elizabeth
We got
was
some. We
killed
got
by
some
Circus
Pokemon
Baby.
ready.
We are told that it was closed
What's his name?
due
Is
to
Sheriff.
gas leaks.
Two of them went
This
after Team
obviously
Plasma,
being
but
a cover-up for this event here.
Professor, where's
However,
the Dragon Sparrow
there is
Tower?
no way this could have happened.
guess you would be
without
curious, but I'll
Henry
explain
knowing.
briefly.
He was essentially
Dragon
the
Sparrow
acting
Tower has
CEO
stood tall
over
since
Fazbear's
long before you know it
Entertainment,
was founded.
and there's no way
The top
that
floor,
they would
legendary Dragon
close
type Pokemon
down
waits
the
for
brand new
persons seeking
location
truth
on
to
the first
appear.
day
That's what it
due
said.
to gas leaks without him knowing
Are you
any
going to
better.
go after
What
Team
I
Plasma
think
like your
happened,
friend
and
did?
this is
It's
supported
admirable of you,
by things that
of you to
happened
join the
shortly
fight against
after
Team
this,
Plasma, but it's
is
risky.
that Henry
Don't worry.
found out what
My
William
Dragon
was up
both
to.
really, really
Whenever
strong.
William
They've
sees that
beaten Team
Henry has
Plasma
created a
before.
robot
I'm
whose
not all
sole
that strong.
purpose
I
is
guess I'll
to
just
bring
fucking
in
go home.
children and then kill them,
Guess maybe I
it
get to
probably
stay
raised a lot of
here
red
and be your
flags.
bodyguard.
We're never told this in game, but perhaps
Thank
at the
you.
same
That
time,
makes me feel
Henry
much safer.
also
He's
saw
got,
that
like,
William was trying
get a
to
shiny
rebuild
heat
his son
more.
Evan,
It's
or
fucking
put
heat
Evan
more.
back into
Oh.
the Fred Bear costume,
But it's
or
my
whatever
shiny
I will put you
piggy.
back together means. Either way, Henry was so disgusted, at least by what he saw with Circus Baby, that he kicked William out of the company.
look at Team Plasma
Potentially,
after.
Henry never alerted the authorities.
I don't even know
because
where
for
one of those
him and
is.
William had been friends for at least 10 years, and two,
Giant humor goes hard as
William's
fuck, don't it?
actions
I'm not
has
dissing, I'm just saying I
caused
already
the
have an
death of his
Embor.
own daughter. So perhaps Henry
I already
saw
got
that as
Embor.
punishment
We
enough.
have
Either way,
we have
Henry didn't
Embor.
alert
We
the authorities,
have.
but he did kick William out of the
I do
business.
want to level
There
up
is a scene
the Pharaoh
within a
Seed.
minigame
I think
in
Beyblade's
Five
gonna be
Nights
real
at Freddy's
good.
6, also known as Pizzeria Simulator.
I don't know when Pharaoh
The
Seed
minigame's
evolves,
called
but I
Midnight
do want
Motorist,
him.
And there is
He's
a
real
part in it
bulky.
whenever you're playing as a little
I
sprite that is
don't know if
believed to be
Garbodor
William
makes the
Afton,
cut
and
if we
everything
have
in this entire series is
Ferrothorn.
entirely circumstantial.
I know,
While
right? It was
playing as
already
William
Jolly was
Afton, you
crazy.
Walk up to a building called Juniors.
This one's
Now, a
docile.
place called
But yeah, it's like
Juniors
it's
is
already
never
like a
mentioned
Jolly
anywhere
Pharaoh
else in the
Seed. It's like that
series.
goes.
However, general consensus is that Juniors is the first.
It's
offshoot
perfect for it.
location
It's the
of
best.
Fredbear's
It's the
Family
best
Diner,
thing it could
which
have
is
with
a
its
place
23
known
speed.
as Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. So whenever William goes to the door
Serious
of
age.
Freddy
Is serious
Fazbear's
like a
Pizza,
neutral
the
one?
worker
I
at the
think it
front
is,
door
right?
says, "You know
Oh,
you
it shows
can't
you,
be
okay.
here. Don't make this any harder than it has to be." Which means the person at the
Oh,
front
you know,
door,
the
either
Embor
Henry or an
being
employee of Henry,
jolly is actually kind of
recognizes
good.
William and says, "You can't
Holy
be
shit.
here. Don't make this worse than it has to be." A lot of people say that minigame takes
Bitches be
place during the
bitches
events
be
of Five
shiny
Nights at
and
Freddy's
jolly.
2. However, I don't agree due to something I'll mention.
He's actually
in
a pretty
minute.
fast
in the
pig.
rest of that Midnight Motorist minigame, it seems that William goes home, to which someone on the couch tells him, quote,
that's a
"Leave
neutral
him alone, he's
ability.
had a rough day." Before William goes to someone's room,
I'm
yells at
not
them to let him
expecting a
in
lot
before
from
he
Duck
walks
Dodger.
outside and sees that whoever was in the
Arm
room
thrust
broke the
stinky. Oh,
window
he didn't
and
get
went to
any other
close that
moves.
place again. Now this is all
And
speculation.
arm thrust has
because
been
most of the
getting
stuff in
through
the
like
series
the
is
sturdy
speculation. What are
shit.
you gonna do? It seems to me like this
You gotta get
person
low
sitting
sweep on
the
that
couch
poo.
is
I'm gonna low
probably
sweep that
William's
poo.
wife, and although she's never
I just don't
seen
know
in the
where it
series
is.
again, that's the only character that can make sense here. And the child that he is berating is his only surviving child, Michael. Michael is now terrified by his father and remorseful for the actions that he himself committed that led to the death of Evan. Perhaps whenever William says that Michael is going to that place again, he's referencing Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, because maybe Michael's trying to figure out what happened to his sister.
Motherfucker
Like
would
I said,
use
that was
detect.
speculation, but it makes the most sense to me. The core takeaway from it is that William is now being kicked out of the locations that he helped create by his business partner, Henry.
I'm like,
And while
my
Henry
eyes
was
are
in his right to
glazing
do
over
so,
with
I
FNAF
mean,
lore,
he
I
found
gotta be
William
honest.
With a child scooping animatronic that he built, like you can't let that guy keep working around children. Henry becomes paranoid of the idea that William will try to retaliate. During this time, William makes a new
I went in
animatronic.
there.
An animatronic known as the Marionette, or just the Puppet. This puppet is designed for the express purpose of
I mean, we could get a
protecting Henry's
better.
daughter,
Trivial's
Charlotte,
trying to be like,
also known
please
as
let another
Charlie.
Pokemon
One day,
kill me.
William, perhaps in the midst of
Fine,
a
you
rage
really
towards his
want
business
it?
partner,
We're gonna
Henry,
get Goo Baby
William
out.
decides that
Goo
he
Baby
is going
goes
to take
in.
from Henry what William had accidentally taken from himself.
We'll actually
as
take
we can
off
see from minigames placed
experience
throughout
share
the
from
video
Trash
game
Man right
series,
now.
One day, Charlie is locked outside, to which William Afton pulls up in his vehicle, kills the young child before driving
Let's get
away
a
and leaving
Pokemon.
her body in
Take
an
a look
alley.
at the
Now, normally,
marsh.
The marionette puppet would have stopped this from happening, as its entire
Is it
purpose
just
is to follow
Shellman?
Charlie around and protect her. However,
already
during
have
this
one of
event,
you.
it seems that the puppet was trapped and unable to get to Charlie until it was too late. Eventually, the puppet works its way outside in order to find the young girl.
Come back here and
which
win
whenever
and
the
talk
puppet gets there,
to buy
the
a
date is already
go-go
midnight.
rocket. The fuck
puppet,
did you
unable to
just
do
say?
anything else, lies down next to Charlie, to which it seems through whatever supernatural means is filled throughout this narrative, the spirit of Charlie possesses the
This is gonna
puppet.
be-
Perhaps
I don't think
William
this is
killed Charlie
poison type.
outside that day because
Oh,
was
it
just
is.
a moment
Oh.
of opportunity, or perhaps he did it away
Poison
from the
bug?
animatronics because at this point 2 of his own children had been killed
Big
in the
Ant,
proximity of an
bye-bye,
animatronic,
go-go
and their
rocket.
soul had been taken
Yeah,
into
iconic
it. And perhaps
Pokemon
William
character.
killed Charlie outside in order to prevent her from possessing
Is it
an
only
animatronic.
Shelmet?
However, despite his efforts, as noted here, the spirit of Charlie now possesses the marionette puppet. I like the idea of Charlie being the first murder victim of
What are you
William, not only
it's-
because it
that's what
matches the
I'm
story
saying.
more and it makes the first intentional kill more purposeful, but in the events
scared
that
to search it
follow,
up.
the animatronics are
Go-Go
only
gadget,
possessed
close
because the puppet attaches that spirit to each animatronic.
I'm looking it up
So
right
in
now. I'm
order
gonna
for
Google
any
it
of
on
the
my
victims to
phone.
possess
I'm gonna
future
think this is
animatronics,
crazy.
The puppet has to be dead first. Not only that, but a line that Henry says in Pizzeria Simulator heavily implies
Bye-bye,
that
a
his
go-go
child was the first victim of William's killing spree.
Rocket.
Not until I undo what he has done and heal this wound. A wound first inflicted on me, but then one that I
He's
let
got a
bleed
wife
out
and
to
kids. Who the
cause all of
fuck
this.
is this guy?
So due to Charlie's
Team
death,
Rocket,
the
bye-bye,
restaurant is
go-go.
shut down. A
I,
couple
my
years
region,
later,
went
it reopens
home.
as the new and improved
Oh.
Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I
It's just a
think it is
guy.
shortly
It's just a-
after the
he's just a
reopening
cool
of Freddy
guy.
Fazbear's Pizza that the missing children's incident occurs. For those that don't know, there
He's just
is a
like,
mention in the
they
first
go
Five
home
Nights at Freddy's
after
game, and at the time,
dealing
this
with
was
that.
the only lore for the overall series that we ever got.
Also,
in which a
Palpatine? What the
newspaper
fuck?
clipping says that 5 children went missing at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and that's the reason it got shut down. That Freddy Fazbear's Pizza that got shut down because 5 children went missing is the
Oh, I didn't mean to
current
kill.
pizza place
Crit.
that I'm
Fuck.
talking about in the timeline. And I'll pull the timeline back up in a second to look at, but I want to add the final names to this board first.
Don't worry, he's
But
gonna
in
pull the
short, we
timeline
have
back up,
original
fellas.
Fredbear's Family Diner, and then we have some restaurants.
It's a good thing this is infested
like
with
Circus Baby's
Palpitoad.
Pizza World that open then get closed, and maybe some other projects that we're not told about in the series.
Oh,
But after Fredbear's,
okay.
We get Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Charlie is killed outside of it, so it is shut down and now reopened. It is shortly after this reopening, I think the missing children's incident occurs, and here's why. Whenever you
Somehow
are playing
Palpitoad
as the
has come
security
back.
guard, a man by the name of Jeremy Fitzgerald in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, phone
Always
guy,
coming
or
back
the
to
guy who is
Palpitoad.
giving you the instructional messages over the phone, says that you are at the new.
We could do
reopened
Palpitoad.
Freddy
I'd kind of
Fazbear's
prefer
Pizza.
Palpitoad to
Hello and
Swanna.
welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
And over
could
the
run
course
'em.
of that week, he says that an investigation is taking place.
Okay, so just to update
Dressel
you,
Elisa's
there's been
gym with
somewhat of an
Palpitoad.
investigation going on. We may end up having to
That'll go
close for a
really
few
well.
days. I don't.
Now we know that the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 that week that you're playing as the security guard take place in 1987. Most people say that the missing children's incident
Now we gotta name 'em.
happened before the old restaurant was
Palpitoad,
ever
the
shut
vibration
down.
Pokemon.
Or in other
It
words,
lives in the
around
water
same
and on
time that
land.
Charlie
It
was
uses
killed.
long, sticky tongue
However,
to capture prey.
That wouldn't make sense if it's a current ongoing
But
investigation.
keeping Palpitoad is
Think
way better
about
than
it. If the
Such.
children disappeared in
Yeah, just fucking fuck
1985 and all
Palpitoad.
that time had passed. Why would the investigation now
Yeah,
just be started
it is.
in
It is.
1987?
I
We know
mean,
that the investigation
it
is
could
not
get
over the
Earthquake,
bite of
right? I
87
think I have
because
Earthquake.
That happens at the end of the work week. Also, to make sure everyone's still in the loop, in the original Five Nights at Freddy's game, which takes place after the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I know there's prequels and sequels all over the place. The phone guy in the first game mentions that the old location, the location from
What's
Five Nights at
Palpatine's
Freddy's
Sith Lord
2,
name? I don't know.
was shut down
Papatoad.
due to something known as the bite of 87.
We can name this one Hot Pop
in which
as well.
An animatronic
Darth
bit out
Sidious.
someone's frontal lobe.
They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87.
Palpatine,
Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal
Palpatoad.
lobe, you know?
So a lot of people say, oh, well, the investigation that's happening over the course of Five
Have
Nights
you
at
guys watched
Freddy's
any
2
Star
is the
Wars?
bite
I
of
have
87.
watched Star Wars
But like
movies. I just don't think it's
said,
that great.
happens to Jeremy Fitzgerald, the security guard you play as in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 at the end of the work week. So what is the investigation happening over the course of the week itself? Well, on the 4th night in Five Nights at Freddy's 2,
You're
the
better
phone guy
off.
says
Don't
there is
support
an
Harry Potter.
investigation
Fuck it.
happening.
Fuck Harry
On
Potter.
the 5th night, he says that the business is on lockdown. And then finally on the 6th night, he says that you're not even supposed to be here. Someone used one of the yellow suits in the back, and now none of the animatronics are acting right.
Okay, so just to update you, there's been somewhat of an investigation
Mother Nature
going
changes
on.
her look
We may
according
have
to
had to
seasons.
close
Haha.
for a few days.
Something I cherish.
Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? From what I understand...
God,
there's
imagine
some
being like
lockdown,
obsessed with Harry
going
Potter
on,
and Star Wars, though.
especially concerning any previous employees. What
And you're
the
not
hell are
obsessed
you
with like
doing
just Jar
there?
Jar.
Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had it spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Found none of them were acting right.
We find out in
Betting
later
for-
installments that what
Honestly,
happened
yeah.
during this
If you
time is
rewatch
William
like Harry
Afton
Potter,
donned
it's like
his spring Bonnie
kinda
or
boring.
golden bunny suit that he used to wear back at Fredbear's.
I'll be
before
honest, I fell
luring
asleep
children
during the
into
third
back
movie every
room
time.
and killing them one by one. We don't know William's motives for doing this. Perhaps he was doing it to try to experiment on the same conditions that caused 2 of his children to possess animatronics.
Like for some reason,
Or
every time I
perhaps
watch the
it
third
was
movie, I
just
just
an
like I
evil
couldn't do
bloodlust that
it.
set in after the now death of 3 children in his life, one of them directly murdered by him. Either way, 5 children were killed, and it seems that in order to cover his tracks, William stuffed their bodies inside of the animatronics in the building itself. I believe
What-
that this missing children's
Is there a
incident,
good
or in
trick
other
room
words, the
user
murder of
here?
5 children occurred immediately before Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and that is the investigation.
Oh, when can I get
Guys referring
Braviary?
to,
I haven't
to
seen
which
that
at the end
one
of the week
anywhere.
He says someone wore one of the yellow suits, and now none of the animatronics are acting right. It's even mentioned at this Five Nights at Freddy's 2 that they trashed the old animatronics.
I haven't
and got
seen one
brand
of those
new ones
yet.
in, known as the toy animatronics. And those old ones seem to be a perfect place to store the bodies of his victims. Remember earlier how I said the Midnight Motorist minigame is believed by
Oh, is
most
it?
to
Okay,
occur
that could be
during Five
fun.
Nights at Freddy's 2? And the reason William isn't allowed back into the building is because he would have just murdered 5 children? Well, the reason I don't think that's the case is because if you go all the way back to the first game, and again, read the newspaper clipping about the missing children's incident, it says that the suspect who wore the costume has been identified and apprehended. Of course, he was never convicted because they couldn't find the bodies. I don't know why they never checked.
Yeah, you just gotta
the
get
reeking
rough with the look
animatronics,
forward.
but
I
that's
mean,
besides
we're
the
already gonna be
point.
at Victory
So
Road.
if
I'm
Midnight
assuming that that's
Motorist
gonna be
takes
easier to
place
do.
during the investigation
About
of the
10 or
children
11,
that William
okay.
had murdered, which, keep in mind, during the course of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 all happened in the span of about a week. There is no way William would have got to the pizza restaurant and been turned away because he currently would have been in police custody. And also, I know this is being like super hypercritical of specific story moments, which doesn't always work, but I still think it's kind of weird. If William had just murdered 5 children, and this isn't like debatable.
God, I
if he murdered
can't. I'm
5
sorry.
children,
I'm
he was
gonna pause the Wendigoon video. It's driving me insane. I'm fucking losing it. I'm like, I just want Pokemon. I just want to deal with Pokemon right now. It's like going in one ear, out the other. Like, at least with MatPat, it's like, it's fucking, I know what it is. I know it's brainless. Oh! Stunfisk?
Holy fuck, fellers, we got a Stunfisk.
I'm gonna shit.
I'm gonna shit, we got a Stunfisk. I need you.
I was dangerous close to learning something about FNAF with that guy. I know, I couldn't imagine that. I bet just saying the same shit, but with YouTuber voice. I know, but it's like, at least then I was just like making fun of it. This, I'm like barely paying attention. My mind just going, ugh, ugh. Early I'm raw dogging, throwing Pokeballs at the Stunfisk. I could do like I don't know, Marty. Let's get Marty in there. Just dedicate a stream to it. Take notes. I mean, I gotta figure out when, because Friday we're doing the big Pokemon. You motherfucker. Well, Marty's dead, but that's fine. I can do this. It doesn't do much, but it'll damage him a little bit. Oh. What do you mean, huh? I mean that, like, we got the gym stuff. It's on the 30th. Can't be there Friday. I couldn't get the night off from work. Oh, shit. Nobody tells me shit. I said that! I told you that, Grooky. What the fuck? I said it was the 30th. I even posted it on my fucking server. Oh. I am losing my mind. I thought for sure I told you. Oh. Damn. Do we have to reschedule it? If we have to reschedule it, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. we can reschedule it then, because Pele wasn't able to make it either. That's what I'm saying, Eldrasaur. Okay, well, let's try to reschedule it then, and we'll do maybe a watch along on Friday then. If we have 2 people that can't make it, then it's okay. Oh, you're so right, Coils. Fuck, I gotta do the Monster Hunter stuff. Maybe we can get Hobo on for that. That could be fun. I'd be down for big punchy monsters. Yeah, I'd be down. Monster Hunter's great. Fucking love Monster Hunter. I'm so glad. I mean, you know, y'all know I love Street Fighter. Camouflage. Don't matter. None of it matters. Trash Man ain't doing shit. Oh, actually, Trash Man kind of killed it. What the fuck? Alright. Trash Man's the goat. We got it. We got this fucking little fish. You can change his colors so Glitch Akuma can find... Oh, really? That's really cool. What the fuck? I love that. He does let you just, like, punch shit, doesn't he? It's just, like, pure fist weapon. Stunfisk, the trap Pokemon, conceals itself in the mud of the seashore. There it waits. When prey touch it, it delivers a jolt of electricity. I get added for your streams every time, by the way. I did not see one ad for the tourney day. I don't have a... Because I don't have a thing for the... I don't have a Pokemon role. I mentioned it while you were in stream. I thought that's why you knew. And I thought I mentioned it when I told you about it when we were hanging out with Palia. It's a shame we can't equip just the feet. Just the feet? Yeah, okay, Coils. I don't know. I could have organized it better, I'll admit. What do we call her? What do we call this beautiful Stunfisk? That's okay. We can schedule a little later if we need to. It's fine. Melee combat, purple Hadouken, sling firing, 1,000 deaths on monster wounds. Oh! The day when we were both tired and rambling about bullshit. Fuck. Alright. I'll say that's my bad then. I should have made it more clear. We'll set a new day. Maybe I'll do a couple of rounds of fighting. I can do a couple gym trials. We can do like testing on stream, and then we'll do Monster Hunter. Anyway, though, this female Stunfisk, what do we call her? Flat. Alright. I'll name her Flat. Here, I'm gonna name her Flat. Here I go. See, I named it Flat. Yeah, what do you think of that? Flat fucker. I named it just Flat, yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, I bought a I captured a Yamask and a Sandile. So we have a Tem and Betty Croc. Palpitoad and Stunfisk. Stunfisk is interesting. Stunfisk is probably bro. What? What? Pawns didn't become pawns. Because we had Pharaoh Seed. I asked chat and you weren't here. And chat said put Pharaoh Seed in. They said they loved the little egg. They said they loved the little egg. It's level 16. He's just been chilling. What? Pharaoh Seed's at like level 30. Yeah, I know. But this is when Pharaoh Seed was like 20 something. Pharaoh Seed wasn't that big. I made Pharaoh Seed big. I do not think that Zebstrika is making the cut though. Like this thing is kind of stinky. It's got a good moveset, but I don't know. Like stat wise. The play team levels right now. Hey, just Grunky's mad at me. Grunky's fucking mad at me. Oh, that's so true. There's Grunk at his ace is a little okay. Yeah, sure. All right. What? Oh, where's Grunk at? Which one was Grunk at? That's Jar Jar, Mokartori, Shimano, Sussy Pons, Homunculus, T Bruno. Grunk at, there it is. Yeah, look, there's Grunk at, your favorite. Your favorite grass type ever. Also, more levels than Ponce. Grunkby. You're so right. Wow, thanks. Thanks, that's really cool. You're so welcome. I knew you'd like it. I think it sucks is that Ducklet has Surf and Fly, whereas this thing will only learn Surf. But I'm sure that's fine, right? I'm sure that's fine. Still started any allegations anytime. I just liked my starter, okay? It's really good. Now, do I keep Zebstrika or do we put Gura in?
They've been laughing since I can remember,
Hey,
but they're not gonna laugh anymore.
How are you doing, Elbow? They're both kind of stinky, actually. I don't think it matters. I think if I had to choose, it's definitely better than Stunfisk. Yeah. It is. I do already have a ground type in Palpitoad anyway. I don't need another fire type. Ponce would have gone so hard at Clay. I'm not letting you live this down. Yeah, Hobo, we were thinking about doing Monster Hunter on Friday if you're up for it. For the Street Fighter collab. Yeah, doing for Friday, doing a little Monster Hunter. Revisiting it and getting a
Oh my god, baby.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Grunky's really mad at me that I didn't evolve Ponce, so I guess I gotta I guess I gotta pop Ponce in real quick and level him up to evolve at least. Maybe that will sate him and his requirements. Oh, where is the... Here we go. Wow, Ponce is gonna level up. Yeah, you gotta start swinging it really, really fast until it superheats. Oh, that's just right into Dragon Spire. Hold on. Hobo's hammer is gone cold. Hammer done got cold. What the fuck am I getting notifications about right now? It's a weird notification too. I'm gonna mute that. There we go. I think there are some sort of updates to Hammer. Were there? Were there any to Charge Blade? If Koopa couldn't use his fists and had to use Monster Hunter weapons, what would he choose? Greatsword. Damage buff. Oh, hell yeah.
Earlier, the gym leader went up to the tower. If you're lucky, you might witness a legend.
Did it? Oh, wow. What was highest? What was highest kill time? Just after hunting. Oh, I mean, Hunting Horn is not supposed to kill anyway, but Hammer should. Charge Blade was first? Let's fucking go. It did have crazy damage on that thing. Like, Charge Blade went insane. Ooh, Druddigan? Druddigon? He's a little weirdo, isn't he? I kind of love him. Yeah, okay, we got a little funny guy. Druddigan, the cave Pokemon. It races through narrow caves, using its sharp claws to catch prey. The skin on its face is harder than a rock.
I will name you...
What do we name you? Druddigan. What's a funny little name for this dragon? I think I'd like this Pokemon more if it didn't have wings, to be honest. But I mean, it's like it's just a funny little dragon. And Haxorus already didn't have wings. Zilla Jr. This Pokemon ain't be using. That's true. Dreading on these nuts. They're fastigial. Yeah, they're not flying. They're like kind of like leaves. I kind of wish it had like an evolved form. Is something going wild at the top of the tower? Must save just in case. It is like a little freak. It's just like running. Like its Pokedex entry is just like it runs really fast. Like, brother, it shouldn't be running. Sly! Get over here. You can walk on the fallen columns too. I'm running after Team Plasma. Oh shit, Golett! Oh my fucking god, we got golems. I didn't mean to crit that. Oh, there we go. Strength is now needed. God, Gooberry's too strong. Yeah, yo, Ponce is leveling up. So we need strength, which I don't have. This is like the first time they've actually needed me to use HMs at all. I guess I gotta go back. Unless, hold on. Really? So is it just that this game doesn't give a shit about HMs? That's so weird. Playing the tree at Dreamyard is the only time you need to use an HM. Oh, that's true. You did have to use Cut once. Because we haven't even needed to surf anywhere. Oh, there we go. Okay, I see. Who's to say? So true. I kind of want a shiny Golett with its green eyes. I guess, we could get Cobalion, right? Oh, it's this shit. Who's ready for the Pokemon Direct in July? God, I would kind of... I don't know. I do want to like get a Switch 2 for the sake of playing Pokemon Scarlet in like good quality and good frame rate. Can I put the Street Fighter outfits on Alma? It's funny because we doing side quests and selling Chun-Li or Yo, okay, but do it got the ass to match though? Just outed on Throne. That's true. How much was the Switch again? Let's see. I actually forgot. It's like what, 500. It's a bit. It's a bit of money. I can do one of those like funding things. Cause I just paid like me personally, I just paid like $1,000 on my credit card and that hurt. Like all my money is gone. It's like, oh no. It's like no. One of the dialogue cutscenes, my Switch was just entirely blocking almost Switch X was just entirely blocking almost face the entire time, and the camera was dead. Kinda. They do got the booty though. That's all that matters. Here, I'll put it on Throne. I'll do like one of those what is it, like the crowdfund thing, and we'll be fine. I gotta log in. Me win the Steam Summer Sale. Where's all my money? Where's all my fucking money? Oh, I noticed a lot of my shit's gone, actually. Damn. I put, like, Pokemon Emerald and Battle Revolution, and those are not on here anymore. Oh, no. Yeah, I put Japanese Emerald so we can get the Mew. And that's just not there anymore. Oh, so I'm doing that right now. You go on ahead. Alright. There's nothing, but there sure are a lot of them. Oh, what a complete bother. Like, it's basically just Alma in cosplay, but yes, booty is present. You just gotta buy each cos. You gotta buy each cheek. Okay, so we pay out, allow crowdfunding. Okay. It's fine, right? I think that works. There we go. I think it's added now. Okay. That'd be fun, though, for the Switch. I love my Switch. I love my Switch. The cheeks are out of the new subscription plan. Are part of the new the subscription plan.
Sure, they're moving around being annoying.
Listen, I think that's worth it. If people are gonna pay for like OnlyFans, instead you should pay for Monster Hunter subs and get cheeked up Alma. You know, why not? That's even better. The Kumaru and the Palico Blanca suit are crafted with materials, but everything else, like the emotes and all the costumes and whatnot, are bought. Oh, that does suck. Bitch really used Super Fang on me. Get the fuck out of here! Fuck you, Watchog. So sick of this fucking thing. Super Fang. Yo, Ponce is getting big. I don't know when Ponce will evolve, but hopefully soon. You're 10 levels higher than you didn't need to set up 2 coal mines. No, but it's funny. Or anyone who disobeys Team Plaza. I mean, what the fuck? I didn't know you were streaming tonight. Welcome, Raiders. A bird. How are you doing? What the fuck? The sweet bean Amin? Woo! I appreciate the raid, man. Me neither. That's the fun part. You didn't either. Oh, let me get that sweet shout out, baby boy. What were you streaming? Wait, what do you mean you're not supposed to stream Night Rain? Oh, that comes out tomorrow, don't it? Oh shit. Or whatever. When is it supposed to come out? What the fuck? I didn't know that Night Rain was out. How is it? Is it good? I pressed play and I played it. Oh shit. Yeah, it says 17 hours. I mean, you had access, whatever. You know, you got that sweet. Was it because of maybe you had like the deluxe edition? Fast, I suck at it. I love that. Listen, I'm glad that there's like a Fortnite Elden Ring adventure to go on with homies. All right. That's cool shit. You know, actually, Amin, now that we're bringing up the some co-op stuff, you know, we're thinking about we gotta do Monster Hunter. We gotta do the Monster Hunter Street Fighter shit. The deluxe gang. Let me see. Maybe it is like a deluxe thing. Pre-purchase. It doesn't say. It really doesn't even say. What? Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, listen. I'm excited too. I was thinking about doing it Friday. I was thinking Friday is a good time for it. We got Hobo lined up for it, I think. And we can be Akumas. Damn, I'm fired. What do you mean? Because of Night Rain? I think it's fine. It said coming May 29th, and according to my watch, it says the 29th. I love Aku from Samurai Jack. Listen, I love Aku too from Samurai Jack. I will never say anything bad about Aku Samurai Jack. I gotta spend money on Night Rain, don't I? Eat my whole frozen. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm looking at the clock, and I think that says 5/29/2025. Just casually Misatsu some monsters. Listen, I'm surprised that Elden Ring hasn't had like a fighting game collab, given the new moves and shit. That's true. It is like only $40. I might be able to spare 40. Oh, actually, hold on. Is it on Humble Bundle? If that bitch is on Humble Bundle, I'll get that shit for a discount. Let's see. Elden Ring. Oh shit, I do get a discount on it. Just put it on the throne. I can pay for fucking Elden Ring Night Rain. I can afford like $30. I'll just like eat less this weekend. I'll just eat ramen this weekend. It's fine. Dungy has an ass like 2B. He can get into games like her. Exactly. Yeah. He do got a dumpy on him, don't he? You're so right. There's 2 combat encounters for the Street Fighter collab. The first one is forced solo. The second one is up to 2 players for farming materials. But once you craft Akuma, you can use him in outside hunts with full 4 players. Ooh. Oh dear. Food is important though. It's not as. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's only $33. I'll eat like I'll eat like 1 less meal. It's fine. I don't eat very much anyway. I can just claim that that's what it's for. Yeah, this shit's going in my cart. Here I go. I gotta get it in my cart so that way I have the pre-order bonus. Wait, if the deluxe edition says it has additional playable characters and bosses. You're right, Luigi. You're so right. You're so fucking right, Luigi Yoshi. You're telling me that the deluxe version got additional players and bosses? They already have like DLC for this shit? Is it gonna be like an available thing later on if I don't buy it deluxe? Or what? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, they're adding like characters. They're adding like characters like a fighting game season pass to Elden Ring Night Rain. As I understand, it's the DLC that hasn't even been revealed yet. Oh, I see. So I'd be paying like $10 extra for that, $15 extra for that, depending on where I'm getting it. But it's a FromSoft game. You always want it. This Forkun was bullying a monster 4,000 deaths. Some of those monsters deserve it. Some of them are little assholes, alright? It does look really fun. God, Night Rain looks fun. I have been wanting Elden Ring again. That and like Lies of P. I don't know when that new DLC come out, but I'm kind of itching for it. Okay, so it says here I can get the deluxe edition for $46.74. Okay. So I'm paying like $6.74 more for the DLC. That's not bad. By using my Humble Bundle rewards. Oh, you know, do I have... I can pay over time with Klarna. She lied on my pee until my nose growed. Oh, I mean, hold on. I gotta show you a video. I mean, fuck, it's so good. Hold on, let me. It's so good. Hold on, let me pop it up. This one. This is Lies of P in my brain. Here, I'm gonna turn down the audio real quick here. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger. Oh my god, if I can select it in OBS, that'd be really cool. Okay. Watch the DLC be 2B. I'd love that. I'd love that though. I hope the DLC is the same or less than the $15 upcharge when it actually comes. Yeah. That's true. You could. But anyway, so this is Pinocchio by Johnny Crickets. I mean, and it's a piece of art. Oh, you've seen this! I want to watch it again. I fucking love this video. It's so good. It's so creepy.
Listen to me, Pinocchio. When somebody has a physical disability, don't point at it, okay? Don't just stand there and point at it.
I didn't know what it was.
Okay, well, you weren't asking any questions. You were just pointing.
I didn't know
what is that?
was. I don't know.
Where did you find that? Okay, put it down. Thank you. What is that?
A balloon.
Okay, drop it. We're never going outside again.
Why not?
Because you can't be contained. You're like a fucking chimpanzee.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. We're gonna sit in here and read a book or something until your dad gets home.
I don't even know what that
Like,
is.
he's just getting knives and shit. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Me? What the fuck? You can't make it. You can't make it.
Pinocchio, please don't mess with your father's tools, okay? It's dangerous. What are you doing with the mallet? Why are you holding that mallet?
I don't know.
Okay, put it down. Pinocchio, put it down. You gonna hurt me with that?
What?
Are you going to hurt me with that, Pinocchio?
No.
You don't want to go to school? We don't have to go to school.
It's
okay?
so
What do you want to do
threatening.
tomorrow? You want to be an actor tomorrow, Pinocchio? Tomorrow I'm going to
She
take you
did
to be an
not
actor.
believe us
Okay?
at the end.
think
I
you're
know,
gonna be
right?
famous. I think you're going to do very well.
I think you'd be famous.
Pinocchio, put it down. Put it down. 1, 2, 2.5, 3.
He really does. Pinocchio does do evil, fucked up things. Pinocchio was a little fucker and he got hung. He got hung for his crimes and he kind of deserved it. All right. I love that. I love that Pinocchio gets hung on a noose. Yeah, no, it's so good. I enjoy it quite a bit. He's a trog with he's a trog. Like the idea that like Pinocchio really did just fucking murder Jiminy Cricket. Like he does do that with no remorse. He does turn into an ass. Yeah, you are what you eat, you know. And Pinocchio was feasting. Hung means he has a massive hang. All right, well, why not both, Eldrasaur? Why not both, huh? Pinocchio could have been hanged and he could have been hung. All right. You don't know. You don't know what he's got going on. Massive wood. Big schlong. Hung with an ass. Call me a lumberjack because I'm stacking wood. Oh, fuck. Hell yeah, brother. So good. Give me a loss to a wooden doll. Damn. I can't believe that puppet just cucked me. Ponce wants to learn Bite. Oh, good night, Amin. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope to see you Friday. We can do some monster hunting. But yeah, good night. I don't think we need Fury Swipes. We can get rid of Fury Swipes.
I'm sure you also thought I'm strong and I can win, and came here. Wow. That's really cool.
Holy shit, he's got a Scraggy. Oh my fucking god. And I'm faster than it by a lot. Hell yeah. Is there a Scraggy on your gym leader team? No, there is not. Yeah, don't worry. There's no Scraggy on there. I know that's a real threat. You're really scared if that was gonna be the case. It's pretty good in VGC right now. I mean, unevolved? Like, just Scraggy on its own? What the fuck? Why? Why do people want Scraggy? Straight Scraggin'! Yeah, I'm gonna get Scraggy and call him Straight Scraggin'.
We exist to serve our Lord N.
Scraggy LaFlow does kind of go hard. I don't want to use up all my... Yeah, okay. I thought it was dark type and it was, so... I gotta remember types for Gen 5 Pokemon. Oh yeah, don't worry. We're fighting that Liepard. Don't worry, we're arm thrusting. Because Bebop is the only one that has a fighting move in the team. Oh shit, it's another Liepard. I'm screwed. Maybe I had a cool bug. Yeah. I still don't understand, like, why Bug is super effective against Dark type. What is it? Is it because of Common Rider? Is that it? Is it something that's like going above my head?
My stress level's maxed out. The more hyper I am, the faster you'll go down.
Because Dark types hate bugs, just like Psychic types. Like, in my head, mentally, I can understand why a Psychic type is, like, scared of a Bug type. I just can't understand the Dark type also being equally scared of a Bug. Me when I see Bug. If I saw a Bug as a Dark type, I'd fucking scream. Okay. Oh, I should have given this thing the Shell Bell. Oh, fuck. So in the terms, I have to find out now because now it's Pele and Grunky are not ready. So we might have to give a week or more at that point for them to do teams. I could do the hidden power. This will probably be fine. Yeah. Yeah, Ponce is getting big. It doesn't matter about because the The immunity is still active even if it is fighting type. Interesting. Okay. I gotta remember that.
I'll say a little baby.
I found all the pieces of the Gormagala and Zoshi armor. Fashion is the... Oh yeah, fashion 100%. The only stream day I'm typically free is Wednesdays. I need like 2 weeks notice to request a Friday. I get you, I get you. And I could do a Wednesday, I don't care. I just have to see when Paleo is available. Yeah, I could do a Wednesday, that's fine. Wow, a dragon fang. It's a shame I can't get the Zekrom shiny.
I'd fucking love a shiny Zekrom.
Oh, I love the circle room. It's the circle room of Pokemon Black and White. Sharon was gonna be this Friday. I know I was gonna tell. Haha. Damn. I thought I made it pretty clear during streams, honestly. Damn. Oh my god, that dragon raging right now. Sounds like something is on a rampage at the top of the tower. What the fuck? Oh, I see, I see. Ah, okay. My bad. I'm gonna go ahead and just like sneak attack on this old man. It's finally time our Lord N will become the hero. What? Someone made it clear up here. Now stop that traitor for our Lord N. Oh my god. Everyone who is in Team Plasma is an enemy. Use all your powers to take them out.
No one can interfere with Unova's new dawn.
Oh, I see, I see. See, now Luigi Yoshi's feeling what I'm feeling. Being like, I'm pretty sure I told y'all. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. Beyblade wants to learn Ingrain. I don't think I care about that. I think I'd rather you had Leech Seed. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, Ultrasaur. Haunts wants to learn Seed Bomb. Sure. It's pretty good. Little Monk is gonna throw bombs. Love that for him.
She's losing to a kid, but Team Plasma is more than one person. Her dream is about to come true. No one will be able to stop us.
I gotta get Gooberry the fuck out of here. My little pig hitting hard. That's my piggy.
You may have stopped me, but my teammate will stop you here. Here I come, Plasma!
That was really cool, dude. That was like really good. Really glad that you yelled that at me. Oh my god, it's Trubbish. Holy fuck, it's a Trubbish. Ooh. Oh, it's dead. It's so dead. What type is it? It's ice type. Which is actually like the type that I would want on this thing. I don't know the strength of it though.
King will create a new world. Bring it on! Can you take on 4 in a row?
But yeah, it's like it's a good little dragon killer. Yeah, exactly. So I have no idea how hard it hits. I'm gonna get our little Beyblade out here. Yeah, Iron Barb. I still have to put the item on him. The Rocky helmet. Motherfucker, you did land your Super Fang.
Looks like you can still fight.
Please tell me I get healed after this.
I understand. Why do you keep trying so hard? Well, we'll let you go through for now.
Here, we'll open up the way to a new world, which means you trainers can all prepare to lose your Pokemon. Alright, I'm gonna teach Surf to Palpitoad. Just infinitely better Muddy Water. Okay, we got some hyper potions. Oof, I don't want to use those ether and elixirs right now, I don't think. Ugh. Oh shit, it's happening now, huh? Oh fuck, it's so cool! Look at the sprite art N with the 3D. Oh, it's so cool. Gen 5 fucking rules. And flat as fuck. No, it's cool. It's a neat style choice. What do you think, Sly? How do you like the beautiful form of the Pokemon who appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to a new world? Who ramming they Reshi? Oh, fuck. Now, Reshiram and I will head to the Pokemon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokemon battles that hurt Pokemon so. A world for Pokemon alone. It's finally going to be a reality. Yeah, N goes, I love Reshiram. You want to stop me, you must become a hero as well. That's right. When Reshiram's counterpart, Zekrom, recognizes you, we will finally be even. And then you can try to stop us. Well, what will you do? My prediction, if the future that I see is true, you will meet Zekrom. The Pokemon with you believe in you so strongly that you'll be the one who interferes with my formula for changing the world. You want to protect the bonds between Pokemon and people, you must search for Zekrom. I'm sure it is waiting for you in the form of the Darkstone. Oh, I remember where that is. Sly, did you see what flew off just now? How could this happen? Why? Why was that guy N right? Why was he with the legendary Pokemon? He couldn't really be the hero, could he? Also, did I hear him telling you to search for the other legendary Pokemon? Just an nah, just an RPG. You're so fucking right, Grunky. I hate that guy. He does have a horrible art of Reshiram. It's really upsetting. Calm down. First, we go back. It's more important to decide what to do next than analyze what just happened.
Astounding. I never would have imagined that legendary dragon-type Pokemon would return now.
That guy called N. Team Plaza's boss apparently reawakened the legendary Pokemon. He just decided to look for the other legendary Pokemon, then flew away. Huh? There are 2 legendary dragon-type Pokemon? Yes, there are.
Why, if it isn't Alder, it's been a while. Have you been well? No time for chit-chat. That fearsome column of fire that shot from the tower. That Pokemon has the power to destroy the world. It's on Team Plasma's side, and Team Plasma tells everyone to release their Pokemon. Whether it comes from fear or admiration, the world can't help but change.
Which parties with 3 to 4 hunters would still have their Palicos just to see all the kitty scrunglos? Yeah, I think that was for balance reasons, but they could have just been like chilling, having tea or something.
Become a world where we are separated from Pokemon. Right. Moreover, the boss of Team Plasma, N, who reawakened Reshiram, apparently said to look for the other Pokemon, Zekrom. If I remember the myth, Reshiram's fiery breath, along with the other Pokemon, devastated ancient Unova in an instant. Even knowing that, N is still wanting to awaken the other.
And singing like that kid from the Nestle Crunch commercial. That's why I love she. The hell, dude, Elder's name is Deku. No way! Stop.
Is still wanting to awaken the other.
Huh? Is it dangerous to bring back a Pokemon that powerful?
Miss, you are a very kind person. Still, I don't know if other Pokemon will be able to stand up to it. Because, no matter what, it is a legendary being. I don't like the idea of taking orders from men, but searching for the dragon, the stone, might not be a bad plan. We certainly can't let Team Plasma reawaken both of them. Since I've traveled all over Unova, I have an idea of where it might be. Let's head to the Relic Castle. So everyone, I'm going. I see.
We'll leave it that to you. I'm going to investigate something. I'm going to investigate inside the tower. Hopefully, I'll find something.
Then I will go with you.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. I'm going to take a sip of water. I bit my tongue there. I think I understand better now. Being able to do something for Pokemon for something somebody at a time like this is strength. I'm sure of it. Wow. Isn't it dangerous to bring back a Pokemon that powerful? Player Hunter and Alma trying to talk sense into yeah, Nada, we gotta kill it. We gotta kill it. My strength is something that is given to me by Pokemon. Okay, champion, let's hurry. I'm also here! Haha, I turned into a big deal. So confusing, I don't know what to do. Are you gonna go to the Relic Castle? That's Route 4 in the desert. You don't forget where it is, haha. Fucking leave me alone, Bianca. Just because you don't know what to do in life doesn't mean I don't, alright? To the life find. We gotta get Palea to get into it. Palea's just been so busy. Just leave me alone, Bionicle. Leave me alone! Ah! Do the Akira thing. Everybody has a different reason for their trips. Haha. Here, brick break. I used to break brick. They called me a brick house and they would break me. Haha. It's like, oh. Oh. Are you surprised? Man, look like this old lady used to be a brick battle card. On the island of Motunui. Ah! The flashes are brutal. Oh my god. Both are good enough. I can't believe I gotta go fucking back to Relic Castle. What the fuck? Alright, so Relic Castle's over here. I can't fly to there directly. That's fine. I don't even care. I didn't even want to fly there. I didn't even want to fly directly there. Actually, I should buy Pokeballs. Which fossil did I pick? I actually haven't picked the fossil yet. I got that other one from the Pokemon White that we found. The one with the save date already on it. Because I forgot which one it was, and I just did that like yesterday. So now I can get the cranium one, Cranidos. Yeah, tell Pelia we're going to Fantasy Jurassic Park to do environmental conservation and turn anything too dangerous into booty. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What? Cranidos. I know it's got its cranium, whatever. You know what I meant. The one that evolves into Rampardos. Rampardos is cool. Is it Gen 4? Fuck! I'm never gonna get that right. I'm never gonna get that right. I'm always gonna confuse Gen 4 and 5 together. Oh, I think I gotta end it all. I gotta end it. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Ooh, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be fucking sick. Turtle and Burb. Probably Turtle. How do we tell him? Stop! No! Is it Turtle? It's Caracosta and Archeops, huh? That's a tough one. I kind of like Caracosta, but Archeops is like pretty good design. Yeah. Just look at the pretty grass types. Wow, that's pretty cool. Archeops is pretty good. We could call the Archeops Palia. And she'd probably love it. But doesn't its ability like suck so bad? But isn't it just like really bad ability? It's Defeatist. Like, do I want that? What does Caracosta have? I know that one because I watched the video. It only sucks that the trainer is bad. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Fuck. Defeatus is Goo Baby Psychic. You're so right. What does it got? It's got Solid Rock. Oh, that's kind of nice. It's got that and Sturdy. Huh. I just gotta make sure it never gets below half health. This is for the Archeops. I remember what I was gonna do. Shit, I looked away and I like turned off. Where is it? Max Repel. Okay, all the way to the fucking ruins. Wait, it's over here. Stop slime. I do, you're right. But I want Braviary for my water type, so regardless, I don't think it's going to be making it on the team. Like, Braviary is just a better flying type. That's the entrance to the Relic Castle. You're impressive, Slime. Made it here before I did. Oh, you want to fight, don't you? If the Desert Resort's Pokemon took longer than I thought, I would have thought. I only made it all the way out here thanks to my Pokemon. All around ahead, let's hurry. Oh, you don't want to fight. Okay, cool. Do I have a Rage Candy Bar? Like, I don't think so. Would that be in the main? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I don't. I don't know where that would be located at either. Oh, hello.
It's as soulless as once again we should test how much power you have. We'll see if you can defeat Team Plasma.
Okay, I'm just gonna like walk past you. And Wilds, why do the Keeper's coats all look like they're super soft and simultaneously? They look really scratchy. I would not fuck with it. You just have 3. Okay, hold on. I wish I had some PP up. I'd use it on Psychic for Goop Baby. Gooberry. Another Crocorock, damn. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit! It's gonna hurt. But my HP's like super buff. It's fine.
I heard you were strong, but I didn't expect that much. Damn.
I guess I'm gonna go in here. Is there an auto sort in this game? Because if so, I should really be using that. Let's see, what does this do? Items have been sorted. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Oh, I do have a PP. Oh, ooh, I have one PP up. I'll keep that for later. I don't know if there's like any PP max available.
You, to please my Pokemon, lose.
No. Scraggy really is just like a little guy. I should set up a little bit, right? Yeah. You motherfucker. He loves scary face. Just tried them out, and it turns out the Street Fighter emotes actually do damage. Only I love dumb bullshit like that, though. Hadouken, the local small wildlife. Ryu would do it. Ryu would do it just to like have some food. Holy shit, Gooberry. No, I don't want to learn that. I don't want to learn anything else on Gooberry. Ponce earned 666 XP. Holy shit. Come on, let me down. Let me down.
Freeze their Pokemon. There's no winning or losing. That means I'm not going to be a loser like my stepdad called me.
Oh, is that it? Oh. I didn't know that. It might be. I've never used the monkeys. Almost never. Yeah, see, I'm only using it because Grunky wanted it. Ponce wants to learn how to torment people. What a hero. Nah. Nah. Stop. Keep old moves. Give up on tournament. A torment. Blech. Yeah, let's see. Do I have a leaf stone anywhere? I have a shiny stone. Oh, I do have a leaf stone. Here we go. It does evolve with a leaf stone, but it just would have shitty moves. Like, I don't know, what does Sage want? What moves does it even fucking learn? Like, what does it learn? I gotta look at, like, its learned moves and see if there's anything I want. Okay. So, moves learned, from Pansage. In Gen 5. Okay. So, oh wow. So the only thing that's kind of worth it is it's got Fling, Acrobatics, and Grass Knot. Okay. Acrobatics is good. I probably should have given it Taunt. But I don't think when does it learn Taunt? Did it already learn Taunt? No, I have to teach it Taunt. Okay. Oh, its good move is Leaf Storm, but that's only available as an egg move. Otherwise, it only gets, let's see. It gets Energy Ball and Solar Beam and Grass Knot, and that's it. Wow. Simisage kind of sucks. It's kind of not great. Can it learn Giga Drain? Is there any way to get this thing fucking Giga Drain? Let's see. Grass Knot, Energy Ball. No. No, there is not. What the fuck? How do you... What the fuck is... I don't know. I don't know. This thing's kind of stinky. Does it learn it as Simisage? Does it just get it? Or no? Gen 5. Here, if I look it up. Okay. As Simisage, maybe it has a different set of TMs it can learn. It cannot. Can learn Giga Impact, just not Giga Drain. Wow, it has no good moves. How does this thing not know Giga Drain? How does this thing never learn Giga Drain? That's crazy. Should be able to at least do it. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. There's a move tutor, but it's in black and white too. It's it can only learn Giga Drain in black and white too. There's no tutor in black and white to teach it. Oh, what the fuck? It's just so wrong. I hate having this thing on my party. But Grunky thought it was so funny. Can I even get like more leaf stones if I waste it on this thing? Let's see, leaf stones in black and white. Hold on. Acquisition. Okay, in Black and White, you get 2 in Route 6. In Castelia City, you can just buy it. Oh no, it's just 1 in there. And then you have to repeat it in the Dust Clouds or in White Forest. Huh. It's kind of a stone. It's 10% to get a stone. Just randomly in a dust cloud. Fucking semi-sage, man. Grunky just had to have a semi-sage.
What are too good for the likes of you? They're amazing, but putting them in the hands of foolish trainers can bring nothing good.
I mean, it seems like you're projecting. I'm really good with my Pokemon, dude. I gotta stop sending Gooberry out when this is going on. These Lipards need to be slapped. I think I'm gonna take off the experience share off of Ponce. I don't think I want it. It's just like delaying Beyblade from evolving. Yeah, I'm gonna rip it off. I'm gonna rip off that band-aid. PP up, wow. For me?
Fight for the young king, that's it.
Oh, is it not a double battle? Ah. I thought for sure they were setting up for a double battle. Yeah, get fucked, Watchog. It'd be really cool if I had a Trick Room setter for my Gooberry. But Gothitail's not in this version.
tolerate people who have... Whoa! I won't tolerate people who have different ideas.
Like, whoa, hold on now. That's woo. That's a crazy thing for a Pokemon NPC to say.
How dare you think differently than me?
You're so right, Elder. They're a real piece of shit. Real piece of shit. Glad we're beating their ass. I'm here too. Oh, I finally caught up.
You two, come here. Come to my side.
Looks like everyone is here. Seems you are working hard to resurrect Zekrom, the other dragon-type Pokemon, aren't you? But it appears the Dark Stone you seek is not here. Well then, congratulations on order. Sly, you were chosen by our king. You truly desire to keep the world as it is, where Pokemon live alongside people. You must bring the other Dragon-type Pokemon spoken of in legend and battle with our king. Otherwise, Team Plasma will steal every Pokemon from every person in the world and release them all.
Release them, you say? The Pokemon who live with their trainers actually want that? Is the liberation you talk about really just stealing Pokemon from people?
What's this? Champion Older, even though illness took the Pokemon that had been your partner for many years, and you haven't had a serious battle in all that time. Even you, who ordered the Elite Four to protect the Pokemon League and left to wander the Unova region alone. Even a champion like you now wants to protect a world where Pokemon and people live together. Team Plasma's king will show the people of Unova that he is stronger than a champion who keeps Pokemon bound. Just like the hero who founded Unova, he will be accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He will give this order. Trainers, release your Pokemon. For this, we have prepared a suitable castle for the legendary Reshiram and our king.
I won't lose. I'll fight for all trainers who love their Pokemon, and for all Pokemon who believe in their trainers.
Our king has no interest in you. He's already determined that victory against you is assured.
So you stayed behind just to tell me that? Just to make a fool out of me?
Yes, of course not. I mean, it's funny though. I'm doing this out of kindness. Yes, kindness. I'm making sure the champion doesn't get hurt for no reason. Granted, the moment when someone loses all hope. I really do love to watch that moment. It's like, oh, ooh. Well then, farewell. Get out of here, dude. Alder, what are you gonna do now?
Seems my only choice is to return to the Pokemon League and battle end. But it bothers me to do exactly what gets us once. More importantly, what should we do about the Darkstone?
Alder, why don't we go outside for now?
Yes, that's a good idea. It's hard to breathe in here.
No, I wanted to be in there. I wanted to see if there were Pokemon. I'd find the words, but I'll never forgive them for this. What could that guy called in possibly want? Could he be trying to prove he is right by winning the battle of the two dragons? Fly. Hello? Oh, you picked up. Hey, come to the museum in Narcian City immediately. Right away. Got it? Yep, that's the one. That's my little ball. I could hear Professor Juniper's voice from clear over here. Seems like something big is happening. I wonder what is waiting at the museum in Narcian City. I'll go on ahead. Wow. We gotta get that ball.
I'll look around here once more. I don't want to believe what that Getsus says.
Sorry, blah, that's the wrong voice. I'm losing it. I'm so tired. You should head for the Narcian City Museum. Sorry, I was talking like a Team Plasma ground hat. Whoops. I'm just being a funny little guy. Ooh, I think changing voices is showing that I'm fucking losing it for the night. I didn't sleep very much. I think it's probably that's probably a good sign to call it, right? Ugh. Ugh. Excuse me, big stretch. I get a drink of water while I'm at it too. Nice. Nice. Anyways, yeah, thank you. Look, Cheering secretly a grunt. He would be a piece of shit though, right? He would be a secret piece of shit. I don't trust him. I don't fucking trust him. But yeah, we'll continue this another time. And for Friday, let's look forward to Monster Hunter. That's why he's a fugger. Yeah, he's a fugger. Oh, I didn't even mention this. I actually got one of the shirts. I got the skull shirt from Bridge Kids, and they sent me a little something extra. It's a little thank you note, and inside it has a it has Skid. It has a sticker of Skid inside. And it's so cool that I got that. So like if you order from them, they just give you a little sticker and a thank you note. And that's very cool. I don't know. I like that a lot. And the package was it had a little Mark Anthony sticker wrapping up the t-shirt. I kind of wish it wasn't used, but I kept it anyway. For Kuma to have whatever layered armor color is you have equipped, even his skin. His skin. Yeah, I'm down. I'm so down. Yeah, they gave me a little Mark Anthony sticker around like this tissue paper that wrapped the shirt. Unfortunately, it's used up because they put it on tissue paper, and there's no way of saving it after that. I tried. I really tried. But I still get to keep it, and it's like I could put it in something. But the sticker that they do give you in the little thank you note is unused. So you can put that wherever. So that was kind of cool. That was a neat little thing that they didn't have to do, but did. Here, let me go ahead and put that away. Ooh, I almost dropped my fucking 3DS. Oh my god, it's echoing, Oh boy, stop. My stream was echoing there. Anyways, don't worry about that. It's fine. We'll call it here now. I'm fucking losing it. I'm going crazy. I just gotta buy fuggers 4 jackets. Yeah, I would not want to have that. I would get you know, I think Mo looks like he's got like a comfy outfit on. So does Skid. Skid and Mo have like comfy looking outfits. Skid has like a tank top and a shirt. That sounds comfy as hell. But yeah, anyway, let's call for the night, and we'll meet back up on Friday. That's gonna be at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, for Monster Hunter with Street Fighter, and we're gonna have guests on. Reduce is about to fall on the soft carpet, so you kick it to the hard wall to save it. That's me all the time. I've done that. I've done that to things. I've done that to a remote for no reason. It is like a carpeted floor. It doesn't matter because it's carpeted. Street fucker. So true. You're so fucking right. Anyways. Thank you for stopping by. For those that haven't already, here's a link to the Discord. All you have to do is read the rules and hit the little button on the bottom of the rules, and you'll be able to see the rest of the server and get assigned a role. Yeah, that I think does it. Thank you for stopping by. Go get some good sleep, or have a wonderful rest of the night if you're staying up, or if it's the daytime for you, whatever it is. Could be multiple times a day. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'll see you all on Friday. Take care. Good night. Bye bye.